go set the chat and all up off the other one. Well, I started it because the chat was freezing. So I didn't know that like would end it or not. I've been doing that, but it doesn't seem to do much.
Trish,
Rubber Ducky,
I
hey,
hope you're feeling better.
welcome, welcome.
Trish has been really down with her allergies badly.
Oh, it's not good. Everybody's been getting sick. Everything, something's going around.
Hers were all caused by the allergies of the pine, and it more or less wiped her
Dang.
body out.
From the pine?
Yeah, she's highly allergic to pine. If they burn it, if the sap, anything,
Oh,
it messes her up.
we have like 90 pine trees around us here. Josh, what's up, brother? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
She's on antibiotics, coughing, she could barely breathe,
Holy crap.
coughing that it actually makes her
It's
sick.
still
and everything.
coughing. Oh, wow. Yeah, it rains it out of the trees here, what time? Roughly February, I think. Like, just runs down the tree. I mean, it's so sticky. It gets all over your windshield, all over your cars. It's a mess. I catch up on your channel too, Josh. Just had a whole lot going on this past.
We've had a really
Yeah,
bad
the past last week was a crazy week for me. So I'm catching back up on videos now and getting back into the groove. Throws you off loop for a little bit.
Yay! David's gonna make it home on Wednesday.
Oh, cool. He ain't been home in a while, has he?
When he goes out, it's like 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Did your mom make it back?
I bet you're ready for him to come home for a while, huh? DJI Spark soccer game. Well, Sparkman does really good. I think that's got really beautiful footage onto it. I just went out today and played with the Inspire. Turned man, that thing, when you push that stick forward, that stick, man, they just take off. You know that probably with your Inspire. Drone pool here. Welcome, Dan. But I turned the on mine, it's called Attitude, and I turned it down to like 60%. So now when I push it, it just takes off real easy, not just full 100 mile an hour. Jason, what's up? Droner Jones. Mars, what's up, brother? Hey Mars, I was just talking about that. Remember you said on the Inspire that time, turn down the Attitude on it? I did it today. It makes a big difference on pushing that stick for trying to catch that smooth footage. You know, one thing I learned with mine though, when if I push forward, I can pitch it real hard. The gimbal will stay with it. But if I turn the drone like this, the gimbal pitches with the drone. Is that some kind of like FPV mode or something? I gotta figure that out. I've been trying to dial in the settings on it. I went out tonight when they say the golden hour when it's got all the orange in the sky with the 4K. Oh man, it's the skeeters though.
They tried. They said Chris said he felt like a piece of prime rib.
Man, I did. They were on me. But yeah, it's a lot better now having that Attitude knock down that thing. Because imagine that big machine, man. When you push that thing forward, it's like these race drones. It takes off and it moves. Crystal was out with the Unique, and I got her in turtle mode just trying to go. I was like, all right, go ahead forward. I'm going to just follow you out. She goes out a good ways from me, and I just barely touched the stick on the Inspire. It just goes woof, right over top of her. I was like, okay. Someone up there ain't good.
Not good, Trish. You gotta be able to keep things down. Celebrate when David gets home.
Fleabag Productions, welcome. That Inspire, Josh, my son picked it up as a refurb for $1,500, believe it or not. And it was brand new in the box. Everything completely still had that sticky paper stuff on it. Kirk Mayberry, welcome.
Kirk, Mars, I figured something out today. We get extra birthday celebrations because where Mars is in Australia. That means April 19th is technically
Day
April
ahead of time.
18th for us, Kirk. So if we want to celebrate
Yeah,
on
it is,
April
Josh.
18th, then technically it's April 19th
I
in
wouldn't have it if it
Australia.
wasn't for a gift.
And Mars gets to celebrate on April 20th because technically it's April 19th here. So the three of us get
If you
2-day
look at it
birthday
that way.
celebrations. It works out for me. I mean,
Kenny, what's up?
I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, I've never, like, the Inspire, I've always liked it. It's always been, like, really badass and all that, but I've never seen one until my son literally just bought me that thing for Christmas one year. And he got it out of, like, a refurbished, or what is it? Not refurbished. What was the store name in one thing? Not refurbished, what I'm thinking. They finance when you buy drones, is what I meant to say. They'll finance you in buying them, so.
Yeah, and somebody had
Mrs.
bought one and
Warnock,
apparently not talked to his
69.
wife. And his wife said, no.
Yeah.
And I mean, plastic was still on it.
Shannon.
Brand spanking new. So we got lucky on that.
And I think the other idea is too because everyone's trying to get the Inspire 2. So I think that's why they're kind of like batting the Inspire 1 back and all that. But hey, you pick them up cheap now. They're not what you expect though. They're honestly, when I first got it, people's like, that's just like a commercial bird. It is. It's not like, let's say you have more enjoyment, I think, out flying the Phantom and all around. At least I do, like my solo and stuff like that. I've started to work with the smart shots and stuff on it, like follow me and all that. So I want to play with the settings to see if I can't get more into it. Mars, he got a buddy. Well, how many, what's your buddy got, Mars? Like 2 or 3 of them, don't he? Carpenter Rick, what's up? I was wondering, man, you disappeared on us. Eric, RC Crazy, welcome. Out in the bush. Catching or getting, I guess you're out there hunting, right? You have any luck? Shannon party people. Did you get that Helical antenna yet, Shannon? Jim, welcome. Yeah, Cardoso has good video shots. That's what I see. I see like you guys do. You do good with that Spark, Josh. Like the B-roll and all. I don't know. I've never got into that stuff. Like I know when someone says B-roll, but I don't understand exactly what it is. But when you get that shot, and you guys can take like that, just shot, and sit down and edit it. I don't know if it's your editor doing that, chopping it up for you like that, but I know for me to do that, I would have to grab like that shot, going with the power director, break it all down. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
But that
Rick got one doe, about 200 pounds.
One doe, 200 pounds, nice. Awesome, Rick. You didn't have to carry it out of the bush, did you?
Drag it.
A lot of times they gotta rope it up and drag it. Hours, exactly, Josh. So you know what it's all about. Okay. I kind of figured that. I didn't think there was just an app that did that because there's a lot of work you guys put into all that. Chris Sullivan, what's up? Cheers. All right, Rick. Thanks for hopping in, brother.
He said he's about an hour and a half away
Okay.
from home. So be careful, Rick, on your way home.
Yes, indeed. Which 200-pound doe. So, Chris, I got to catch up on your videos. I seen you were playing a lot of that Liftoff. You like Liftoff? I finally got it on my laptop. Well, laptop's out there. Took it out this weekend. Liftoff's fun, man. I think it's cool. Bardwell's yard seems hard, though. Seems like, I don't know, it's not hard. It's like you don't have enough space around. Oh, okay, cool, Shannon. Sent the patch back. You got that Helical now. I think that Helical will definitely outdo that patch. Yeah, at the bottom is nuts. I like it though. I like how you bash the props. I don't like how. I guess you got to set it all up, but it's like it seems slow to me. Like the drones seem real slow. The golf course, I've never did that yet. I gotta do that. Thank you, Mars. I thought that's what it was. The camera is in FPV mode, so that's why it tilts when I go around the corner, just trying to stay with me or something. Okay, cool. I was hoping it wasn't. And you know what? That makes sense because when I've been out before filming like fireworks and all, like my hand would touch the stick and just a little bump, and that thing would go like this, and it would turn. It would take that gimbal and turn it. And I was like, "What's wrong with that?" Today I actually noticed what was going on.
Okay, Kristen, what do you mean slow? Like running slow or the quad is slow?
Mo, what's up, sis? It's like the quad runs slow, almost like I guess I don't have the right camera, and I don't know all the buttons and stuff for it now. I just figured out the other day the up and down buttons adjust your camera angle and stuff. Nay, Interactive DNA, what's up, brother? Welcome, welcome. But yeah, Mars, that's exactly what I thought it was. So I have to figure out how to change that in the menu. I've been going in there just messing with it. Brian, True Drone Reviews called me yesterday. I was on the phone goodbye with him, and we started talking a little bit about it and stuff. So I went on there and started changing some things. I cut the braking back a long time ago. That thing would break. When it break, it would jump up in the air straight and jump back down like this. Richard Coggins, welcome. What is the main difference in the ESC protocol? The main difference in the ESC protocol? Are you mean like the one shot 125 and like D shot 600 and stuff like that? One shot is analog, if that's what you're talking about, and D shot is like digital. Okay, I know a little bit. I know that little bit about it. What's better? That's preferences, I think, because some people say they love the one shot analog setup, and then D shot they love the digital. Some like the digital, but when you get back into what do you got? You got one shot, D shot, multi shot. Multi shot is analog. Am I correct on that? Chris would know that, I think. D shot or bust. Josh, thank you for hanging out, brother. I get over there and catch up on your videos, my friend. I really like your fishing videos and stuff. They're awesome. I don't do that kind of stuff no more, so kind of get my fix there. Thanks, man. I appreciate you hanging out. Multi-shot is, yeah, multi-shot is analog, okay. And just
They said D-shot is digital means better if you don't know how to calibrate while the quad.
Right. Thank you, Nay. Well said. Yeah, if you don't know, like, kind of the, like Nay just said, calibrating and stuff like that, then just D-shot, because you don't have to calibrate or do nothing. Everything's set for you. Just solder them and go. I was told when I started building, 2 simple tricks there was to stay with. S-Bus and D-Shot. S-Bus, 3-wire hookup for your receivers, and D-Shot, nothing to be done but solder up and, or I say config, but you know what I mean.
Well, it's like Chris just said, D-shot 600 is 600, but they're exact.
Lewis LP, welcome. Yeah, D-Shot. Yeah, that's what I heard too. The D-Shot 600 is like it. Oh, you like iBus over S-Bus? That's cool. That's different. You don't hear no one saying that. Everyone's like, no, man.
But notice he said now. So he finally made some connection.
Right.
Like you do.
Bradley.
And it's like a little light bulb comes on and it's like, hey, wait, I understand this and I like this. So I'm sticking with this now.
Awesome, Richard.
Love you, Bradley. You know we're all crazy over here at Crystal's Crazy Corner. I know I'm not sticking the eyeballs in.
I hear you, Nay. John C., welcome. Yeah, I don't know much about that stuff, but I know just enough to get me by, so to speak, on it. And I know I couldn't tell you before. I'll tell you what I noticed, honestly. Like I said, I couldn't tell you this before, but I noticed with the one shot, like if I go, say, this is a gap here, and I'm coming over with my drone, and I throw up, and I go over like this and look down it, right? I just have to all I have to do is ride it out with one shot, right? D-shot, you have to kind of like stay with it. Because as soon as you like let off the throttle, it'll drift a little bit. It seems like it's because it makes sense because it's digital. Everything's like tighter. This chair might fall apart. I don't know.
That's what I said.
It did make a boing. Awesome, Warneezy. And welcome, the real Warneezy. Yeah, I never went to school for electronics, believe it or not. I just have a knack for it. I don't know. It's like, it comes to me for some reason. I thank the Lord for the knowledge. So get out of here. Chris is a Fly Sky guy. Wow, dude, I was Fly Sky, and everyone's like, man, you gotta go Tyrannus.
Everybody beat him up.
Yes,
for
you
being
gotta go
Fly Sky.
Tyrannus. Gotta go Tyrannus. So I went to FR Sky, and
But
they have
technically,
smaller
he still loves
receivers and
Fly
stuff.
Sky. I don't
Yeah,
care.
dude, I could pick the i6 up and dance with it, make love. You know what I mean? And it's just cool to see someone saying different. 616, what's up? Doing good, brother. How are you doing? Did you get any birds in the air yet? I know you were getting real close there. So what is the whole deal with this? John C., the new rules and regulations, basically right now, just hang out, do what you've been doing, and then it's
been signed by the president.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, okay? The drone stuff was thrown in
cool,
with.
Chris.
The drone stuff is literally 43 pages, okay? It was thrown in with a bill that is technically
Thank you, Mo.
587 pages long. So,
Right.
they are, right now,
Yeah.
more concerned with their airplanes, their airports, their important stuff. So, with
I'm
the
printing some
drone
TPU
things,
right now.
from my understanding, is
RXSR
it's going to be a
receiver.
good 6 months before they get anything implicated.
Yeah,
I mean,
so.
fly.
And
Enjoy
be
it.
safe and do what you've
Just
been
follow
doing.
the guidelines that
Yeah.
you've always been following
And
anyway.
if someone walks up on you, just play dumb. That's what I do. I tell everybody that, and it works. I mean, just don't act like you know too much about the rules, because if you know, sometimes what you know could hurt you more than not knowing. If you understand that.
Riley wants to know why the Bugs 3 tries to fly into the ground when holiday. As in, you're moving her and she's headed this way?
Oh, she will. That's always the Bugs 3, man. You have to be up pretty high.
She likes
And when you
her
pitch
height
and throw, she will dive the ground. Yeah, I've hit that ground so many times with mine and just cartwheel
speed.
across
Is
the
it
ground.
the tilt?
I think so. I think honestly what happens is I think the gyro kind of gets a little buggy, from being at that angle, because if you notice when you do like a manual flip, sometimes she'll flip around and she'll lock herself like upside down and come down and hit the ground. If you never experience that, it will eventually do it for you.
Yes, Jim, that's part of this bill, unfortunately. And the reason that was included is because
Right.
of the attempted assassination of the Venezuelan president when, they did actually use a drone. And yes, it was loaded with explosives.
And I know that
and
was...
yes, they did try to kill him.
All right,
So-
well, that's in another country, and you can believe what they want to believe. But anyway.
No, but that gave
I
them
know-
the ammunition to include that.
I know they were going to change that for one reason, because they had it all over news one morning. They said if a drone approached the White House, there's nothing they'd leave. What they'd shoot it down. You know that for
They
sure.
didn't shoot that one guy's down. It landed right on the White House
Well, because
lawn.
that was not a drone. That was a freaking airplane. Let's think about that. He was in one of those. It wasn't an airplane, but it was the ultralight things. He wasn't in a. That was far from a drone. If they even calculate that to drones, that's not even close. But I knew they were going to change that they could shoot it down. Which, hey, if you're there flying close where you're not supposed to be, I guess you can expect that. But that just looks stupid when they say come up into your like a field or something where I fly and just take it when there's nothing out there you're going to harm but mosquitoes. ASAP Fishing, welcome, brother. You do some nice videos there. I watched one last night of yours. That was cool. Catch some nice fish too. Josh Green was just in here, man. I know you know Josh. He does a lot of the fishing ones too. Exactly, like Jim said, you have to try to keep that nose up because she will dive the ground on you. Exactly, and that's the thing. Don't let the new rules worry you. Just keep doing what you're doing. Fly safe, have fun, and there's going to be some things change. And when it actually does come down to what's changed and how it changed, then we'll be ready to play with it. Oh, the one, yeah, that one. I thought you meant the one the guy was in.
Flying around the fence, and they went.
We'll get a post office guy that landed on the lawn that time I was talking about the ultralight.
Yeah, you talked about it. I was talking about the drone.
Right, and I remember
That's
that's
a gyrocopter. He got sentenced to 4 months in prison for that shit.
That's when they were just talking the other day then about if they said a drone come at it, they wouldn't know what to do with it. I was like,
They said that the radar couldn't even pick it up. So what's that tell you?
because it was an old FC-40.
What's that tell you?
But you thinking it was on satellite?
How are
or
you going to
GPS.
protect and shoot anything out of the sky if the radar's not going to pick it up? Just
What the
saying,
heck, they
if you
trained
can't
it
see it,
to
you
it.
can't find it,
Or
you can't technically shoot it out of the air.
Right, Bradley. I'm the same way with you. Just let us enjoy our hobby, man. The ones that are out there doing wrong, then yeah, you should definitely get your ass in trouble. You should get your stuff taken from you. You shouldn't own quads. I'm sorry. All right, but the ones that are out here doing the hobby and us guys that are just out here having fun, like going to a field like we did this past weekend, man, and race gates and all that. Wow, that is epic and that is fun. You guys ever get to do it, do it. Because I always thought that. I always said before, I think if you learned freestyle, that it would help you out with racing, but it's the other way around. Because the racing, you focus on the gates. You're locked on hitting something. When you go out there, you have to focus, right? To where freestyle, you can just go out and just flip, roll, tuck, dive. You can do whatever you want. You're not on a schedule out there to where you are. Jeremy, what's up? Reaper FPV. That's why I can't find you, bro. I keep spelling your name so wrong. Reaper, I got it now. I'm on you. I try to find his channel
All you had to
today.
do was ask me. I know how to spell Reaper.
I went to Adam's channel, dude. I went to like probably 6 people's different channel. I'm like, I know Reaper's commented on there. Trying to find it? No. I'm like, and it kept popping up. There's a Reaper, like it's almost like you spell yours, but he has an E and the R, I think. Reaper. I was like, all right, that's Jeremy. Man, I felt so bad. I didn't know who. That was you in that picture with Ladrib. I've never seen like your face. I got you now though.
Chris Sullivan says he uses the excuse, oh no, the camera doesn't record, and it gets him out of all kinds of things.
Exactly, and that's the number one thing when they walk up on you. That thing record? Nah.
And just like Fleabag said, just fly low key.
Yeah, exactly,
Fly the way you
Fleabag.
guys already
Exactly.
are. Okay?
Do what you do
We
and
are
have
all
fun.
responsible drone pilots. I don't care if you're a hobbyist, if you're a 107.
I know,
we are
brother.
Still drone pilots.
It
And
looks
we are
like you had a
all
lot of fun
responsible.
there,
So
Jeremy.
enjoy it.
Thanks for sharing them pictures, man. That was epic. Yeah, there you go, right? And that's all they're worried about is spying. If they don't care really. As soon as you say no recording, their interests are gone. And sometimes a lot of people, they're just interested in what you're doing. Man, you can pull out a spare set of goggles. And I always get them to sit down. I always ask them to sit down just to try it. You know, you don't want to put the goggles on somebody and just hear, poof, you know. So, and then I go easy. Like I'll go out and buzz around. I won't just go straight up, just hardcore ripping it, hitting gaps and everything. When I flown with Josh Withrow and all, we got a guy came up. I got my drone stuck in a tree and all that, and he was cool. We put goggles on him. I put my Fat Sharks on him. He could have just drove right off in his truck and just kept them. I mean, that's how it's changed today. Cool, Shannon. The charger works. That's awesome. All right, go catch up with here.
Yes, Mars. From what I hear, Chris drives just like Kaz.
What's my sister? Wouldn't you expect me to?
Well, Mars says, so you drive like Kaz, huh, Chris?
Well,
I think so.
Oh, word, did he? You the link, man. You the man, bro. There's some nice you got. And like I said, dude, the group that y'all accepted me in is epic. I would never want to be in nothing else. It's so cool to mingle with good people like that.
You got some people you have to say hi to that come in.
Who done this?
You have True Drone Reviews.
True Drone Reviews. Brian.
Adam.
Plummet. Ed. Love my drones. Y'all. Nietzsche, welcome. Y'all done snuck up in here on me.
Yes, that's why I said, hold on. You have some people you have to say hi to. You got
Who
the
else did I
talking
miss?
drones, and they all snuck in the back door.
I know they're like, he's talking to drones right now. Hurry, jump in there. Hey, Brian, I appreciate our conversation yesterday, man. I actually went out today. That made a difference. That Inspire, remember that attitude I told you? It makes a difference when you push it. It doesn't just throw its nose and take off like the Bugs does. Made a world of difference. Nietzsche, glad to hear you're feeling better, brother.
And Jeremy, that's what makes all these events so worthwhile. The people are so down to earth and they're amazing.
I know.
And when you all get together, you just see smiles and happiness, and it's so heartwarming. You have no idea until you've actually experienced it. But it's like,
thank you,
wow,
Chris.
it's nothing else you will ever
appreciate you
really
hanging out.
have in another situation.
Yeah, it's I like that when my son is the first time he met Josh, and I know, have you met Josh yet, Jeremy? I'm sure you guys have met up before, right? He beautiful, man. My son couldn't believe it. He's like, wow, now I know what you mean by, and I'm not just saying Josh is that way up there, dude. Up to Funfly, Rob, all of them guys, Alex.
Oh, you will, Reaper.
Beautiful
you
people.
will. You know that. He hasn't got to meet Josh in person yet.
Oh, dude. Hey. All the Rotor Right people you met, dude. It's epic. You know what I mean? Josh is a fun guy. I love Josh. Cool to be around. That's what's fun when you meet us pilots, right? They're what am I looking for? I guess their nature, how they are really without the camera on, and their personality, dude. So far, it has been right on. I haven't met no one, and I'm like, glad we're done with that. Let's not do that no more. No, never that way with no one yet. Of course, I haven't met Adam. No. I'll hug that guy.
I can't wait to meet Adam.
I know.
Adam, we gotta figure out a way to like meet halfway or something, because I don't know when this Nubapalooza thing is in Delaware, but it's too far away.
Well, Adam, when I did my Black Sheep stuff, you kind of know the VTX holder I went with here, right? Well, I was on Thingiverse, and this one just like grabbed me and told me this is the one you would want. This is the RX SR and your VTX all at the same time. So it goes in like this, and then your receiver sets in here, and it's got two, so it puts one of your antennas up, one out the back, and then your VTX next to it. So I got that. That does look orange on the camera. I see what he's saying now.
Mars said he's found some people in Melbourne to meet up and fly with on Mondays.
Melbourne,
Australia.
I know, but who? I thought someone was just in here the other day. Are they a YouTuber? Someone was in here the other day just saying they were from Melbourne. I was just wondering if it might have been the same people. I think I got everything. Yeah, I got everything for Adam.
Starcraft, welcome, babe.
Starcraft, welcome. Thank you for joining in. I got y'all, Adam, right here. There are the ends, the bumper, the camera mounts, the VTX, the battery tray. They're going to the shipping department.
Who's these?
Adam.
Gotcha.
Plummet. I think I got everything there.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
Adams, Reapers are going out tomorrow. I had envelopes.
As soon as I saw that RXSR, I just knew which one you want. I knew your favorite receiver.
Am I seriously out of shipping envelopes?
Thank you, Star Cop. I appreciate it. The yellow one?
Yeah.
No, I'll grab one.
Moved all my stuff, and you see. You know it, Adam. Your bro's always looking out for you. He's like, yep. Wait a minute. What are you doing? These haven't had my touch yet. They got streaks. Adam's not getting them.
Well, you gotta clean them up.
That's right. They'll still be out tomorrow, but they'll be a lot cleaner than what they are now. I can promise you
Actually,
that.
you know what? I gotta send Mike some receivers. Hey, Adam, could I throw 2 receivers in that pack? And you give these to Mike for me? Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. They're the XM Micros.
Look, there he is. Night Train.
And he just jumped in there
Welcome,
too.
Mike. He said, yeah, you can.
Alright. I didn't know. I just figured I'd ask first. Alright. Cool. That's done.
They'll be going out tomorrow, so look for it in about 2 to 3 days. You know how Christmas ships.
Yes. Awesome, Nay. Sounds good, brother. Got to get the dragon back up, Nay.
Cardoso's trying to hide. He's trying to be a mystery man.
Mystery
Not happening,
man. Trying to be the mystery man, huh? Yeah, Bradley rearranged, remember?
Yeah, but you know what? In that type of situation, I think we would all rearrange. And
Yup.
God help you if you see what this woman can do.
Yeah, 616. I've been pushing it out, man. I have a whole pile of stuff over here. I get the Chuck. I still got to print Chuck. Like 2 more session mounts, I think, and yeah, 2 more session mounts and some bumpers. Not bumpers, but skid things.
Yep. Look, Reaper's just really rubbing it in now. He met Steel. Steel was down to earth. Talked to him for about half hour.
I know, that's cool, Jeremy.
Met Icky. Come on now, stop, Jeremy. You just like rubbing it in.
That was cool too, because I heard if you were down there, if you didn't want to fly, it was like $10 just to get in. I bet it was a packed house too. Night train to fly this. Yeah, bro, I know y'all need to fly. I hate the damn rain. So I said, if you do
like 3 days of it.
No, Nay, I will go check it out though. The XTS made.
Nay, I have to. Well, I'm gonna tell all of you. We've had a rough week.
Y'all know that.
You guys already knew that. Most of you did.
Ready for Sunday.
Honestly, no. Chris has not been on YouTube much at all. He'll upload, and that's about it. So, yeah, it's been a different week for both of us. But you know he's going to catch back up.
Oh, yeah. I definitely catch back up on all the videos. I miss them. I miss, it's like I'm missing a part. Because I usually go around and watch this video, that video. And like I said, today I messed around with the Inspire, so I wanted to learn. I just took way too late to go over. It was dark on the ground, so when I looked down that, and I got the dark lens on it, like tinted one, so that probably didn't work too much. I think there's 3 more there for us to help finish.
Fishing this here?
Yeah, that's on. 3 more drones, Mike, to finish up. Nice. Dang, Jim, you're building an arsenal, brother, at the gate. Jim said he ain't gonna be waiting. He's gonna break. If he breaks one, he's gonna grab another one.
Yeah, 616 says you've been printing like crazy.
Yeah, I told him.
I'll show you. Since he's figured this TPU stuff out,
you gonna mix all that up, Chuck will kick your butt.
I'll fix it for Chuck.
Here's the session mount, though.
Since he's
not to toot my own horn, but
TPU stuff
that's nice and smooth. I do believe.
Printed. So he's got those.
There's some scragglies on the edge, but nothing. I mean, it's really smooth.
All those individual pieces.
Everything I've done to my black sheet, mad stuff on that, print it. It's cool, and it's not hard to do, guys. The A and A8 is very easy to set up.
And I know you remember what this looked like before.
Oh yeah, green, all kind of stuff on it. I don't even believe that's my drone. It looks so good.
On there now.
I don't even fly it because it looks so good. I don't want to get it all dirty like Night Train. Man, Josh's drone looks just as bad as yours, Mike. Oh, dude, it is amazing dirt caked in that thing. But yours, I don't think I've ever seen a dirtier quad than Night Train's.
It's just well flown and
the
well
dirt
loved.
and the mud on that
That's
thing.
That's what it is, Night Train. Night Train says, I put mine to use. I don't baby them.
4-wheel drive.
No, 4-motor drive. For 4-motor fly, maybe. Not 4-wheel drive.
That's coming, Mike. Kellers are coming. I'm getting all set up. I'm literally going to finally, I think, let my printer make me some money. I'm going to get all set up on Kellers, a couple different Kellers, and I'm going to do eBay, push stuff out on eBay, because the TPU is more of a market than the PLA. PLA is okay for like the frames and all, but I'm going to get another printer, like put it right here, and run PLA. That way I can just have 2 of them like back to back. And if I get into like I am getting into the eBay, not if I am get into it, but I'm going to get into the eBay thing and selling them. So I have 2 printers sitting here just constantly pumping stuff out. And I'm not going to pump out a bunch of stuff, just like hot items, whatever sells pretty quick, and then whatever you guys want, obviously. And it's not good. It's nowhere near going to be what they charge. Like, I think the people on eBay make crazy money on this stuff. I paid, before I was printing at Wacara Runner 250, I paid $80, and it was just a top plate and a bottom battery plate. And the guy, like, he was in PA and charged like $80 for it. I was like, wow, it's like $40 a piece. Ray Smith, welcome. Cool, Adam. See you when you get back, brother. So, Ed, what you been up to? Love my drones. John, RC Funds in the house. Welcome. Like my quads. Yeah, your camera drone. I hope not, Mike. I don't think your gimbal could honestly work through all that muck, could it? Nay had an ugly drone at one time, though. Let me think. I still think Mike's takes the cake on it as far as dirt. Nay did that one. If you guys didn't know, check his channel out. How to turn an ugly drone pretty. Dude, he did a good job on that. Sketched a little like dragon skin, like spine for it, and put it in the 3D printer and printed it all up. Now that's one thing right there I'd like to do. Be able to do what he did. Sit there, draw something out on paper or whatever, and then put it in the program and then put it onto the printer. Yeah, that's where I like to be. And that's coming. I'm just learning more and more about it. Like I said, if I can walk in the door, right, and get all I need right there, I'm happy with that corner, and I'll make it work for me like Thingiverse. Bob Biker, welcome. Like Thingiverse, I go in there, they got everything I pretty much need. So that's why I don't do like the Fusion 360 program and stuff. I have it. But it's a lot to learn when you get into that stuff. Of course, I say that about everything, and then I get into it. We'll be on the lookout for your third bug. I hear you. Yeah, Nitchy, those actually, let me grab my bugs. I said I'd show you that next live. See, Nitchy? Same like propellers you put on yours. And these are 5-inch props. Like these are, let me see if I can read the number for you guys. Yeah. We're gonna need glasses on that one. Because they're green and they're transparent at the same time, so that really makes sense. These are 5145s. So these are 5.1 inches with a 45 or the 46 with a 45 pitch on them. But yeah, the Bugs Fly is great with them. I like it. I like it for the FPV. It's much smoother, quieter. JD, what's up? Just put mine in the washer and dry. The car wash. Mike needs to take his to the car wash. Put a cinder block on it and power wash it. Just think, Night Train, you probably get like another 2 minutes of flight out of that thing. Technical difficulties with the keyboard. Oh, with your mixers, okay. Did you watch Blue Falcon and get that straight? Man, he does good videos on the QX7. Awesome, JD. Glad you got it up and running. Yeah, I hear you, Nitchy. They're nice birds, man. They're, like I said, this is my basher. If it's raining, pouring down rain, I put some tape over here just so it doesn't run down. Look, and just have at it. FPV. I got the Foxy or Predator in there. BTX on the inside. Got a filter over here. Filter it out and have at it. Oh, I know how Riley did it. Yes, indeed. One of these days, it's going to be probably a winter project for me. Level 1 Bob. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Bob, did you get my text I texted you and asked you about something? Never mind. Oh man, you are pimping. I appreciate you, brother. I really appreciate you for doing that. So just whenever you want to text me, whatever would be perfect for you, all on your time. However long you want to come on, that's epic. Level 1 Bob.
Hey, Level 1 Bob, Bob Biker, John, Ray. Oh, I've been watching. You know, I like to lurk every once in a while.
So if you guys watched my video I just put out a little bit ago, when I was up there flying and you saw my video of the going around the multi-GP track, believe it or not, I was like this throughout that thing. Like, ask Crystal when I was sitting there and I was telling everybody there, I said, guys, I can't even see out of my left eye. My lens fogged up on me. Then we'd get a little bit of air. The air would cruise through these gaps here and would clean me up a little bit. And then as soon as it would stop, it would go right back. So you guys saw my video. I took and put a fan in here today. A little tiny fan. And I don't even know it's there when I put them on. It's just like having just a little bit of like just air just go across your eyes, just enough to keep the heat out. Man, it works. So I'm gonna go like probably run around the field, get real hot, and put these on my face, and then try to fly and see if it keeps everything clean and clear. That's scary though when the lens went off. But these are gonna be some like out of this world type things when I'm done with them now, because now I got a battery on top here to plug my fan in, got my DVR on the bottom. I'm trying to figure out a place for like a drink holder, and I just put a straw down. You know what I mean? Oh wait, we can put a oh wait a minute. She just might hold a can back here.
I don't know, John. I don't know who that stalker is. Who, me? No.
I said forget the small key and button and use the screen. There you go. John C. Use the screen.
He said he just had to think like a drone in a radio.
There you go.
Isn't that tomorrow?
What?
That John's cast comes on?
I think he said tomorrow, wasn't it? I think he said.
Tomorrow's Tuesday. Was it this Tuesday or next Tuesday?
I think he said this Tuesday.
If it's next Tuesday, God help, but I think it's this Tuesday. John, you losing that cast tomorrow, hopefully?
Hey, JD,
oh shit, next
entice you to try yourself next. I couldn't remember you said this Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
When I do things, that's why, man, I try myself first. But you have to try yourself, but you have to understand. I understand anyway. I'm not saying you have to understand. I understand that when I try things myself, I go up to the point where I know not to break something, if you get what I'm saying. Like if I can't get it and I'm just like, I don't understand this. I'll literally just stop and ask for help at that point before I break something. And it's literally that simple. It's like, oh yeah, you just click this and do that.
Yes, I totally forgot about that. Happy Thanksgiving to all of our Canadian friends.
Is it Thanksgiving already?
Yes, it is. Their holidays are different because they have...
Damn! Damn, it's in November here.
And,
awesome. Happy Thanksgiving, right?
Sorry if I step on anybody's toes, but happy Native Indigenous Peoples Day, because I don't believe that Columbus discovered America, so...
JD, there's quite a few of them. Awesome. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Wow, me on that one. I know that
Carpenter
one.
Rick was in earlier.
Carpenter Rick, yeah. That's okay. So that makes sense. Rick without the Bushman. Right? Is it today or?
It's today.
Oh, it's today. Okay, dang. Rick.
Yes.
And that makes sense because people go hunting on Thanksgiving here. So okay.
Yes.
Honey Lulu. Oh, I can't wait.
I got to call her.
I have started taking it apart.
Honey, totally my fault. Things have gotten away from me lately.
I just have a pile of stuff to take out of the middle of it now. I just have to unscrew this and take this out and remove some motors. I was thinking, would you want me to put like maybe, you see how it has the screw head in there? Would you want me to put a screw in there? That way it would maybe be easier for you to have something to hold on to. Thinking maybe that make it a little easier. And then 2 screws for the legs to come off, and she's ready. You guys don't know. This is getting ready to be epically done. Honey Lulu, as far as the Kellers, I told Crystal, I want you to run wild with it. It's called the Ehang Ghost. So I'll let you run wild with like the whatever Kellers you may have just laying around there, and do your dip on it. I'm excited. No, I got it. Cool. I appreciate it. That's going to be epic. I can't wait. And to do the live stream while you do it, yes, that's 100% I'll do that. I think that's a must, honestly. For what you do, that is awesome. But yeah, I cannot wait. That's going to be one of a kind then. And then on my Phantom 2's out there, on my Phantom 2, I'm going to take the shell apart and then mail it to Baduga in Portugal. And he's Baduga Designs. If you guys don't know, a lot of you know about Baduga. Man, he does epic airbrushing. He's going to airbrush like flames and skulls all over it. Oh, it's going to be, I'm going to have like 2 birds, like, you know what I mean? Awesome. I'm going to love to fly that thing. I'll be scared, so scared, like I don't want to hit it on the ground and scrape it up and all that. So I'll be super careful flying it. It'll probably be more of a shelf mode, kind of up here, you know what I mean? Everyone can see every time we're live. Like, what's that cool drone up there?
No, Bradley. Alvin did not discover America.
Alvin,
either.
welcome. Alvin discovered America.
No,
Damn.
Bradley said, "Okay, Crystal. So who discovered America?" Well, my thoughts are you cannot discover something when people are already living here.
Yeah.
Okay, I had a shirt while I was in school that said in 1492 Christopher Columbus was discovered lost at sea. If something was discovered, it was him out there floating around.
We're back after run to Walmart. All right, Jim. Be careful.
Get dessert.
I would drive because you got a vehicle instead of running.
Right down the street.
Almost did not discover America. I did. Nay discovered America.
There you go, Bradley. Nay's taking over.
You're welcome, JD. No problem, brother. Real DJ Fruit Loops. Oh, the real DJ Fruit Loops. Welcome. Welcome. I saw Mars say it, but I didn't see the name there for a minute. Thank you for stopping by, brother. So Mars, so is that how you flown the Phantom in your house? Turned down the attitude on the thing. You know what I'm thinking, right? I will pick that Inspire up and hover at my living room one day. You know, I was flying with the switch all the way over to the P, I think. I didn't realize you had to have it over all the way to the F, and then you have the little smart functions follow me and all. Drone workshop. Pew, pew. No,
John wanted to know if Nay was a Spaniard. Nay said, "No, I'm just an alien."
Just an alien. You know, that's one thing with the you guys print. You guys know that, especially with the CPU. Look at all this. This is all wasteful. That's all the brim.
Exactly, Bob.
Look at that.
Exactly. He started the hostile conquest, takeover, manipulation of what America is today. Sorry.
Yep.
I apologize before I ever opened my mouth and said I may very well step on somebody's toes, but.
Yep. Okay, so you are legal or illegal alien? I flew in GPS, Chris, all sensors off. Dang, GPS in the house. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen for me. Sean Brooks, welcome, brother. Appreciate you stopping by.
You owe me a Coke.
Hey, brother, I really appreciate that, and thank you so much, Sean, for that. You're awesome, man. And like I said in the phone call.
Yeah, Sean, he's around. He's just been really busy after the hurricane, getting everything done with work and everything. Actually, Miss Dana reached out to Chris and I yesterday and said, have you heard from Neil today? So, yeah, he is really swamped, and he's really tired.
Yeah, he is.
But I guarantee you, he will get back with you.
Yes, I will definitely let him know you stopped by.
Well, he left a message.
Left a message.
So
cool.
I know once he hears that, dude, he's gonna grin from ear to ear.
Yeah.
No lie.
That's okay. Screw Columbus. The names will take over and make drones legal. Exactly, JD. They'll make the drones legal. Yeah, like I said, Sean, it just sucks. Sometimes you have to be, I guess, I'm going to just call it how it was, bullied into making a decision. And it wasn't right, and we all saw it. And just thank you, man, for understanding that that's how it went down. Nothing personal against you at all. And it'll never happen again because I won't allow it to happen. And none of us ever will. So we really appreciate you, brother.
No, lesson learned.
Indeed.
Lesson learned.
Learn how to be Jedi. Sean is a Jedi already. He didn't have to learn.
John just thought he was out mastering some more skills. That's all.
Out in the like John, the man cave out there, looking at that 140, cussing it up and that. It's awesome, John. Too. Crystal said you got that FC on its way, so sounds good. Get her back up in the air, flying. When they're sitting there, it ain't doing you no good. Did you get the was it the you were getting the Tarot, right, Dan? Not the Tyro. You were gonna get that Tarot one. Have you ever got that yet? You attach a cat to a drone. It is not a drone anymore. It is a flying catapus. Okay, so that's the way you look at it, right? Yes, you got it. Cool.
I thought that's how you ended up with a dead cat. You attach the cat.
Oh no, you're still waiting. Oh yeah. We all forget about that slow. Hey, level 2 Bob, that about loud. Yeah, level 2 Bob. That was not level 1 Bob. That rated. No, it shouldn't. I wouldn't think so. Stephen Merritt, Broken Quad, welcome. I'll be nothing. Cool, John. Yeah, you could do it without me, man. Google.
Wait, does that mean that I get to wear my shirts without the shoulders on them again?
That's how.
Because I said drone workshop.
Do whatever it takes to make. Exactly, Bradley. And it's not about being mad at no one about this thing. This thing's all about having fun, coming in, having a good time. It just sucks that at times you get pushed in the wrong direction and you kind of get fuzzy-headed and don't know what decision to make.
Sean said I'm not allowed to make your decisions no more.
That drone pilot, Scott,
he knew
welcome.
better than that in the first place.
Let the wing make your decision. We'd be in trouble then, wouldn't we, Sean? Yeah, Bob's still the ass. Bob always will be the ass. If you come in, that's anybody, man. I don't care. I've seen people come in here and just like we didn't even know, say something, and then people come in that we all know, and Bob still stands up the same way. I need this. It's all there is. Exactly. Rob, Quad Farm, what's up? Must have missed the subject. Pretty much.
Drones.
Yeah, drones. Any more drones. So talking about drones, this guy here, this is the Horizon Hobby Blade Theory 5-inch. This thing, man, I'm telling you, has beta 3.2 on it, I think. And it is amazing. This thing is what I was flying out there Saturday. And I don't think I've done anything on the tune on this guy. I want to think. I don't think I did. I think this is straight. I never put nothing on it because I would have probably put beta 3.5 on it if I'd done anything to it. But man, this is amazing. Spectrum, I'm not really, I guess, a fan. I can't say too much of it, but it works. It gets the job done. So if you guys don't know, Jason 2Witch FPV gave me this rig. He bought it. He flown it a couple of times. He really wasn't into it, and took the motors off and all that, and just thrown it in the box and had it sitting around, and just asked me would I be interested in putting it back together, and there she is. But yes, amazing drone. So if you guys get the chance to pick up one of them or get a chance at one, grab it. It's a really nice drone.
Did you see that John was trying to serenade you?
Left shoulder. John was trying to serenade me?
Yeah.
Later,
I would
Kurt.
do nothing without you.
Going to get some food.
Like that Whitney Houston song. I really have to worry about you guys.
It's Greg Twirlybird. What's up, Greg? W is my man. Oh, you and Dan are getting married now and all. You bro, watch. He's already got a woman. You missed your chance on that point. Don't forget, Greg. I still got that frame, man. So when you need something, let me know.
Well, there you go, Bob. Honey Lulu just loves your little ass.
Oh, Scott has a Bugs 3 now. No way. I'll check that out, Scott. Got a Bugs 3. How do you like it? All that beautiful footage.
Look, Sean's just been going too long. I gotta go find the Sean.
I went out today. We're gonna go out flying tomorrow. I think I want to try to go to the park. I think I'm ready for the park. I haven't, now that I've picked up a little better skills, I really haven't went out, if you know what I mean. I still just go over in the field. I could use and what the hell kind of antenna is that? An AX2 antenna with an SMA connector? Thanks, Sean. I appreciate it, brother. You think Scott? Nah. Think it's faster than the Ghost? You have to give your wife one transmitter, and you, Scott, y'all take them off and just. Happy flying, Rob. Take it easy, brother. Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, I hear you, John. I know so far the Winter Place Park I haven't been kicked out of yet. I think I'm ready for a park plummet. I think I see different. It's where we met Josh at the first time. There's a lot of horse there. Remember the gates and all? Not the gates, but the fence. It's got that wooden picket fence. I'm seeing like a lot more things to do with that fence now. Oh, Greg, going to get the Xeon. Xenon, John's going to get that. Jamil, welcome. Punch Out seems a bit more responsive, maybe. See, Scott, I really couldn't tell you that much neither because my Bugs was pretty much, I can't say wore out, but it had a lot of miles on it by the time I got the Ghost. So I thought the Ghost outperformed it as far as punchy and stuff. Now, not the new one with the camera. The one I sent Ray. The one I sent Ray, dude, that thing to me will outdo the camera one. I put all that stuff on for Ray. That didn't have the camera and all that. That is the F100 that Ray has, and I turned it into the F100 Ghost. Sean, you always had your wrench in here. A couple of people I saw tonight didn't have wrenches, and I thought it was weird, like Level 1 Bob, but I don't think the name change would do that, would it? He used to be Son of a Bob, but I thought if they changed the name, it would stay as long as the account was with it. Oh, dude, that fight was something, wasn't it? If you guys don't know, when the fights come out, check out Nameless Droner. He live streamed them. And he live streamed this one. Yeah, that whole night the fights were good, I'd have to say. Yeah, Nays got beat up by an old woman with a stick. Man, that goes to show you, Nays flying so slow. An old woman caught him. 92 Nay? Or 96-year-old woman caught him with a stick. Sure, a bit more comfortable here. say, be who you are, Sean. That's what I want you to be, brother. That's how it's supposed to be. Who you are, and if the person does not like that, then they don't associate with you. You know what I mean? When you say something, they look past what you say. And I do that a lot. I go into some streams. I got to get more back into them. Been falling off here lately, but we had a shit ton. Track trailer just run us over and then pick ourselves back up, and so now I think we're starting to get our form back now. But it's been a lot of little things on our mind, little dumb things that
Where's he at? Where's he at?
He's just in here. He said it feels good to be in here. You can say
There's
whatever
the
he wants
left
to say.
one. There's the right one. Do they still look the same, Sean? Huh?
Jim food.
Huh? They still look the same, baby?
I will have something for you, man. Uh-oh. We'll have something for you. Plummet some food. Plummet said, look, just cook me a burger. I'm good. Man, I wish you guys were closer. I'd love to come fly up there and set at that pavilion with you guys, have a cookout, all that good stuff. That would be so much fun. Or everywhere. It's like to go everywhere. Or we all just meet one place. Have a big old hootenanny. We could have a cage for the ones that don't get along. Get an octagon, whoop each other up, come out and get yourself a beer and a burger, and it's all over with. I'd rather fly. I'm going to stand out of cage. I'm not for that.
Oh, Bradley, honey.
We would, Adam.
Poor Bradley. He's like, Crystal. Oh, honey. Sean and I go way back, and Sean's just got a thing with my shoulders. So, but hey, Chris is all good with Sean seeing my shoulders, so it's all good. It's all good, Bradley.
Sean Brooks and Mike Brooks, man, like I said, they always used to. You guys, you always used to. I remember you guys. I first met Dan. You guys always. You would not forget who Drone Worship is if you knew Mike and Sean. They would come to your channel. Hey, man, go check out Dan's channel. That's how they did. When you seen Sean, you saw Mike. I always thought they were brothers. I did. They're not.
Captain got a kick out of that one. He's like, no.
I'm like, are they brothers? He's like, no, one's black and one's white. I was like, well, that doesn't matter. You can still be brothers. There's so many amazing places. I bet Nay. And Cali, dude. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Uh-oh. Sorry, Adam. You weren't here back then either, baby. Adam said that was a little weird, a little uncomfortable seeing my sister's shoulders.
Yeah, I saw that the other night, wasn't it, Sean? You kicked him out. I
don't know if he ever saw that or not, Ray.
I'm down with that, Jim, 616. All have them and have. Hey, see, that's the thing where I go flying at. All right. If you happen to come through there, they happen to go, there's the target. They're coming for you. They will take you down. Let's just say Josh was flying with a wing, and you guys know, if you saw my video on that wing was no slacker. That wing was mean, 112 mile an hour, and that was nothing. That was a slow run for him. He done that on 3, as I thought they said. Josh was running with it with his quad, man. Josh is like, nah, look, he takes his camera, and he does his camera like this. He's like, we're going to catch that wing. Man, he's setting his drone on the ground like this. I thought he was crazy. I thought he was joking around, was going to tilt that camera back down. No, he didn't. He got in the air just like this, and that's how he went for that wing. I mean, he had that thing rolling. What Josh did when he pulled that power, that speed run across us this weekend. Man, that drone just went, it was like, holy shit, where'd it go? Yes, Withrow will send it. Indeed. Dude, he was all on it, right? Come in, bow, and he hit Tito. The wing slams to the ground, and Josh gets thrown like this, right? And good thing he had those 51, 52s, boy. He just pushes up and throttles up, man. And next thing you know, he's way up there just looking down at the wing, and he just goes, I got you, didn't I? But yeah, you have fun, man. You talk about bashing, they will just run right. So they're not, I can't say they won't aim for you. I guess I can't say that, but it's all in fun, man. You just hit, and you're not going that fast to damage anything. It's all fun. You just go over there, pick your drone up off the ground, blow dirt off of it, spin it around. Unless you're night training, you pack a little bit more dirt in there when nobody's looking. I'll make this thing look really good. Pack that dirt in there, you know what I mean? Shake it off real good and then come back. See what happens. Do it, bro. Tilted. I've done it one time. I've done it more than one time over there. With the Dark Max, I've took and tilted the camera all the way up. And when you get into the thing, you're looking like this. Like you're looking straight up at the sky. But when you pick up, just as soon as you lay it like that, you're right on point and you see that ground. And then run it like this. This is bad. But remember your battery time. You're not going to get much battery time. When I saw them guys chasing that wing, look, it's like flies. The drone would just drop out of the sky. Josh ran one of his batteries down. I think he said like 7 volts he saw on this voltage meter. Did it with the alien landing. Oh, landing's real hard. Yeah, because you're like, your best bet's just to come in. You know how them guys come in when they land? They come in. We got like kind of a landing area where we come in. You just land in and just throw the switch, and the drone. You just see the drone just go and fall out of the sky.
Okay.
Still looking for the Whoopi show.
Yes, we do have an update on Drone Pool's grandson. He responded well to intravenous fluids and is doing much, much better, in case you had not heard. So we are glad to be able to pass on that news as well. Sean said you've been a bit rough on my shoulder since the last time he saw me.
Have I?
Apparently.
Still looking for a Whoopi show.
Oh, no, look at this crap. Mo is making meatloaf with gravy, mashed potatoes, and sweet peas.
Dang.
Where's mine, sis? I had a pizza burger for dinner.
Cool, Mo. You're going to get an H36 Whoop, modify it. Nice. Put you a nice camera on it. More TBL lines, the better. I've learned that with FPV. You give me a 600. Well, I don't know with these Fat Sharks now, but before I got them Fat Shark goggles, you give me a 600 TBL lens, man, I like this. I can't see nothing out of that thing. I was blind. 1200 IMAX. Power of prayer.
Adam hit a bush.
Well, bush. Well, with the drone, I'm thinking you're thinking.
He did say that. He said, awesome. I just hit a bush.
Yeah, I'm glad his grandson's doing good. Crystal, we were just getting done flying. She's like, I didn't want to tell you why you were flying drone in the air and all that. She said, told me about Dan's grandson. Day was over. Like, man, are you serious? Like, wow.
Of course it's a family show, and yes, shoulders are loud.
I always hit something left out loud. I used to be that way. I'll brush like limbs and stuff like that. Not here lately. I've been like, I don't know what if I've gotten better. I don't know what's going on, but I don't hit much like I used to. Like I'll say that tomorrow, got split one in half, but
Bradley, don't leave
no problem, Mo. You know who to call. I got you.
He had a fire on the stove. He got it out.
Oh shit.
I know what it was. He put,
the pot
and all on the stove and got it going, and then came back and got distracted by us.
I do that.
I'm like, what'd you put in the oven?
Jim, you made it back. Cool.
And hopefully he brought dessert.
Save your plate, she says. Awesome. Yeah, it would be nice to meet up, man. We all got to figure out something, I think. Wouldn't it be cool? Imagine meeting up with like...
Well, look at it this
20
way,
or
okay?
More than that.
No, just look at it this way. One of us needs to win the Mega Millions tomorrow night to the tune of $420 million. Come on now. I think we all can get together and fly on
that. Oh, I know, ain't it, Adam? You are like that. And I just keep, it plays in my mind, I'll tell you, Slippery FPV, he always told me this. He always said, because I always thought when I go out and I keep flying, I just keep doing like the same thing, a split S, a split S, a split S, or power loop, power loop, power loop. I feel like I get bored with it. But then he was like, no, you don't feel like you get bored with it. He said, you just keep doing it till it feels second nature. And then you can take it anywhere as you fly. And that makes sense because now what I'm telling you guys with like the park, I feel like I thrown over those trees before. You guys remember that? I feel like I could go up there and really do those trees in now. Oh, you mean how it'll just, with your transmitter, it just starts, it does that, JD. I don't even pay that no mind. I actually have the accelerometers turned off in mine, so I run all air mode, all acro. Balls to the wall. No, I just found like, I used to like to keep the angle mode in there for something to happen. Yeah, it'll level itself out and it'll just sit there, and as the beta flight's on, it'll start doing stuff. Sometimes it'll sit there and just keep turning. Mine does that. No worries on that. It's probably right. Sometimes if you don't have a transmitter connected, it's just not receiving anything right there. Or if you got your transmitter connected, it'll balance back and forth like that. That's been so configured. Oh, Sean, you be killing it with them ribs and.
Oh my God! Here he goes again. He's smoking a rack of ribs. Hours, probably midnight.
Oh man, they had a whole freaking cow on that thing last time I saw. Turn on. No, JD, I turned mine off. My accelerometers, when I go on mine, and you know down in the configuration tab, it'll say air mode only. That's basically what I do. I click that. Mine's all acro. I have no kind of stabilization in my birds whatsoever. So if something goes wrong, it's all me. And like I said, I used to like to have that, to click it into the angle mode. Like if something went wrong, it'll level itself. But I feel like I needed it before, and now the more and more I fly, it doesn't even really bother me. Barry Miller, welcome. It's like it doesn't even bother me anymore now, so I just don't run with it at all. But I'm not telling you to do that. Please keep your comfort sheet there, as until you need it, and you always can leave it there. That's all preferences on that. Don't take none of that stuff I say and go, oh, well, I'm gonna turn mine off and I go here and punch your drone and flies off and why did I listen to that guy, So just take your time and do it. You'll get to where the acro is like second nature for you. Flying around, you'll level your quad all by yourself on muscle memory, and you won't even realize you're doing it. What?
Adam said his phone won't let him talk. He texts more than 6 words on the screen and it disappears.
Huh.
Yeah, I know. What the hell? I can't find it.
I know this. I usually do this through Google Hangouts, but I've done it through YouTube tonight just because of the.
He said things fine now.
Chat kept bouncing out before.
Strange.
Thank you, Mo. Appreciate it. He said, okay, I'll make sure I'm not drinking. Well, if you mean flying, I've heard it makes some people a lot better. Me and Cap always said we're going to sit back and get shit-faced and fly the simulator.
Oh my God, I can see that now.
I'm like, why the simulator? We'll fly. Now I don't lose my drone. Thanks, we all get together. So bad. Dude, I hear you. I'm mad at my laptop. You just fart, then send it back. But then the minute I need to configure something, I'd be in trouble because my PC won't do it. I can't get the PC to the ports? I can't get the right ports open on this thing. It won't do it for some reason. No more drink for me. Oh, Bradley, no more drink for you. Probably a good thing. Send it back. Nope, man. So I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're like I said, we're gonna rip it tomorrow. Had charged a bunch of batteries today.
And then you can have a drink again.
You gotta get a big tree to tie Bradley.
I know that.
Couple of trees, probably.
One that's really old and roots really deep in the ground.
No problem, JD, dude. Like I said, I'm just a noob here myself. I just try to express what I've learned and things that I know made my journey easier, and that's what I like to do. That's all I'm here for. I'm not here for You get some people that want to argue the fact with you, tell you you're not nothing, you know, da 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 da. Like, dude, you understand that. I'm just a hobbyist that likes to fly and share what I do. When I was coming up, I was like always lost, never had to help. So I just always said, you know what, I won't let that happen for someone else. If I can share the knowledge, and it's not always you to have the knowledge, it's always to have people around you with the knowledge too, because that helps. Like, you guys know that. There's things that we reached out to each other for that we all knew, you know, the answer. Somebody in the family's like, yeah, man, just do this. Done. And we sat around like all day scratching our head.
I'm a noob. Come on now. You know this stream is, well, all of our streams somehow or another end up revolving around food. So, poor Adam, he's hungry.
Guys, the group we're in is the Illuminati. Tell them, Adam. Kind of like the man in black suits to be in this group, so to speak. Like, they pick you, or you're chosen, shall I say. I'm not lost anymore. Awesome, Bradley. You don't know what it means, man, for you to be around to help everybody out. When they're down and out, give them a call, and man, that's awesome. Have someone there to talk to. Yep. See, Adam, that you were all noobs. Exactly, JD. And so I said it's what it's about. It's about helping out. Most people are like, well, I don't know much about, so I can't do nothing. No. There's something you know, right? So just stop, think about it, and then express it and share it. That's what you have to do. I love doing it. I just, like, Crystal will tell you when I learn something new, I'm just like, y'all know, I'm just like wanting to text you and message you and tell you. I gotta tell people, man. It's just that's my nature.
Look, let him tell y'all, okay? Let him tell y'all, because I live it. So he wants to share with you guys.
Johnson, I know you use FaceTime. Exactly. I like that, John. Like hanging out with you in your man cave.
Don't even. What did I tell you early Sunday? He said, I'm going to text John. I said, why don't you just FaceTime him? He said, no, I'm not going to bother him. And then what y'all end up doing later on?
What she don't know, but what she don't realize, John, is we were already texting, and John said, I'm eating dinner right now. I'll go out there later.
No, baloney. I told you that like early in the day, like around lunchtime-ish. So he was not eating
Indigo
dinner.
Rhino. What's good, Sky Pimps? Yeah, we are some Sky Pimps, ain't we? I guess that would be a good name for us. So check whether in there. Featured on a channel today. Like, what? Awesome, Adam. Featured on a channel. You just gotta watch those channels. Like I hate having to remind. Not I say tell. I say the wrong words at times. I think it's cool when you guys get picked for channels like that, but watch them channels, guys. A lot of times what they're doing is they're just getting your videos. Not all of them, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good ones out there, right? But most of them will take your footage and then they'll just put it out there. And then they're like playing your footage. But even though you okay it, I've seen a couple people have issues. YouTube have issues with them for letting their video being played, I guess, repetitively on another channel. I'm not sure how that works. You know, the channel is cool. So yeah, as long as the channel is cool and y'all that, and like I said, a lot of people don't do it as like repetitively, and I think that's what gets you in trouble. When like I guess it's just like the repeated part of it. And we've seen, what was it? It was a couple of channels you've seen did that and got in trouble, and now they're not allowed to live stream and all that. That's terrible. I wouldn't want to do that. Even though, you know, when we all go to live stream, you guys know when you're on a schedule of live streaming, like you come up to the show, you're like, time to do it, right? And it's like, but then if you got told you couldn't do it, you'd be upset, you know? Like, oh man, I can't live stream, that sucks.
Just look at Sean and say yay.
Yay.
He said if anybody's watched one of his videos, please type yay. Well, you don't type while you're live streaming. So.
Oh yeah, I watch Sean's videos. Loving that money. Yeah, and on my frog light build, just to let you, I always let you guys know what's going on. You know that, right? So I was gonna do the race flight board in that, but I'm not gonna do the race flight board in that. I want to stay beta fly. I don't want to go race flight. I'm just not me. So I want to me and Jeremy Reaper FPV, we're gonna do a little horse trading, and he's gonna trade me a Omnibus F3 flight controller for that Revo one for race flight, because he does race flight. So it's cool. Like I that's awesome. That's what I want to do. Is the race flight? I don't know. Just feel like it's something that if you have not beat no one that does it.
Sean,
I like beta.
No, just having fun is not Val. Just having fun name is Monique. We call her Mo.
Yeah.
She is a sister.
Yep.
Good lady.
Yep, Sean. And like I said, brother, I don't care what goes on pretty much. But yeah, if someone comes in here and it goes at you, vice versa, it's just how it is. I'd rather like if someone didn't like, I'm not going to say understand someone, because that's not the right way if you had an issue with them. You know exactly what you know, right?
Sean, honey, you're not going anywhere.
Right, and we know.
You ain't getting booted.
No, you're not going to get booted.
I don't have any boots on, okay? I'm barefooted.
You got a wrench.
You're safe tonight. I mean, you might get a toe up the katush, but nah, I'm just wrestling you.
The only one can boot you is me, and I promise I'm not going to boot you.
Sean might enjoy that toe.
Well, he just might if I boot. Well, nah. I don't know. But everybody has their differences, all right? You know that. You can sit there right now and just know who you've had problems with. And that's the thing. Look, when you come in here, just look past it, right? There's stuff that, hey, y'all know what I went through with Les Mo. He could come in here right now. I would just look right past his comments. Right past them. I would just like, he's not even here. Blocking him and stuff like that. Nah.
I'd probably leave the room on that one, because sometimes I can't keep my mouth shut.
Well, hey, I'm just saying I wouldn't.
But I'd leave the room. I wouldn't disrupt your stream. I'd leave the room.
You just kind of don't like the Sly Dad thing, man. We got together, Sly Dad, and we're cool now. You know, it's never stay mad at somebody over stuff like that. If someone intentionally keeps coming at you, though,
bingo.
then
Different
you get tired
walks
of it.
Life, but we're all here for a reason.
To all have fun and enjoy the hobby. That's what mine is. Mine, dude, I never, ever, 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 if I wanted to make this a competition, I have my subscribers, I have my watch time. I'm literally in a class action lawsuit with the AdSense right now. I could literally hit them up and go, I'm ready to monetize, and there's no reason why I wouldn't be able to, because they're dead wrong. I don't want to. I do not make money on this, and I don't want to make money on this, and I like doing what I do here. Like, when I do something like this, and then someone, say for instance, like Two Witch, okay, he gave me this. This is a $450 drone, if I'm not mistaken. And you couldn't make $450 on YouTube. I'd have to. You couldn't even come close to that.
That's for sure.
Everybody knows that.
Adam said he has no problems with anyone unless you mess with my friends.
Yes.
Then he's gonna crush you.
Well, I've started to find.
I've seen that with a lot of my brothers.
Yeah, I've started to find out that if I see drama and I see kind of like a challenging point coming, I get away from it anymore, because I'm not going to let it bother me, and I'm going to get back to what I like to do. I like to be informative, building, flying, toy grades, cameras, and the race drones. More of the race drones now. Like, it's awesome to get into this stuff. And you guys will understand once you get here.
Well, I think that's because you take pieces.
Yeah.
And construct your own.
And make what you do right.
It's not like you're modifying a bought drone.
But yeah, Adam is the guy that would kill you with kindness. And you're probably thinking, yeah, I could handle a guy like that. Nah. A lot of people, and that's good about it. And it's the same way here. Look, don't ever think if someone come in and want at Adam, someone come in and want at Bradley.
Welcome, babe.
Oz Beach Andy, welcome. And that's the same exact way here. Sean, Mo, Bradley, Ray,
name for a while now.
Everybody. I would go right at them too. I've been in live streams. You guys seen it. You guys have actually seen me jump in a live stream and two people are going at it. I get in, I get right in the middle of it. I'm like, hey man, let's not do this. Let's try to work this out, guys. Come on, I hate seeing you guys do this. That's just how it is, you know. And if you don't look, just remember this too. And I've been there myself. I've gotten mad at a video, and I kind of got to where I wanted to go down to the comments and let them know how I felt about it. You know what I did? I had the power to just go up and click that X because you clicked into it. I think that's better sometimes. You just let it roll off your back like a duck, and then your feelings don't get bottled up in it. What do you say? Did you change the name? Now, I changed my last time I changed my name. I put the Drone Network in with the MD95 TSI. Ozbeach, you might be thinking of, because we normally do the Drone Network on Thursdays and Fridays on Captain Cook's channel. I still consider it the Drone Network. I just don't call it an episode just because Neil's not here. He works, gets up early during the morning. Also, it's impossible for him to be on it late like this. But yeah, I still represent the Drone Network. You guys know, if you see me, Crystal, or Neil, you guys automatically know the Drone Network. And that's why I said, when I did that out there Saturday, I didn't want to throw no low blows at no one or anything. I'm just saying, if you're into it, get into it. You know what I mean? The Drone Network, like we like networking people, right? I thought that was cool to share that multi-GP. That was just too cool, because you see like people with videos of it and you don't get to see much. You'll see like them out there. If they're at the race, they're out there and they'll show themselves running around a little bit. Crystal showed everybody out there, narrated it.
Isn't that my job?
It's beautiful, yeah, but it's not a job. It's your hobby, basically, I guess, so to speak. But
goes hand in hand with vlogging.
Yeah.
And look out when I get a hold of that coat hanger suggestion.
And this Wednesday, I'm going to a thing. It's for the Navy. Tito Mendez is doing it. He actually invited me and invited a couple other of us local pilots to come down there and help the kids. And we're going to work with the kids and show them all about drones and fly. And they're going to be watching us inside on like a big screen and stuff. So that's going to be pretty cool. And Russell's off work all this week, so that works out. He gets to go with me. So that's really cool. And that's paying it forward. Look, I mean, that's what it's all about.
Look, you got to get the younger ones involved. Otherwise, our hobby goes, woo. Because what happens when we don't fly anymore? There's no one to carry on what we've taught them.
Kenny knows. Kenny said you would have to be getting nearly 1 million views on each video to make a living off of YouTube AdSense. It's not gonna happen. It is, guys. Let me explain something to you like this. Like, what I do, what you do, that's cool. If your bills are being paid, you know what I mean? If I did this, I could make a few bucks. That would help my hobby out, because I would buy a motor or something like that. You know what I mean? Something small like that you could do it as and make a few dollars on it, maybe. I don't. Man, I got 2 patrons, Ray Smith and Randy West, Drone Redneck. You guys don't know him. I forget it. It's Drone Redneck and Marine grandson, Kyle Semperfi. Yeah, I was trying to think of the whole name there. But hey, I appreciate you guys they give me, and I'm honest, they give me $13 between the both of them a month. And guess what I do with it? Crystal will tell you, every time I get it, I'm buying something little. I'm like, I'll just get like an antenna or something. And that's what you're supposed to do with it. Ace is on the go. What's up, brother?
Yeah, Johnson.
Alan in the house.
Flight crew. So now the guys want to know what the Bugs Flight Crew was. Bugs Flight Crew was started a long time ago, guys.
Yes. And the president just walked in the door right here. Mr. Ace is on the go. Alan, he did this a while back, and I was just like right into it with, I say with him, but it was his idea. Don't get me wrong. He did all this and started selling the shirts. I'm like, bro, I want to keep this going. How do we keep this going? He's like, well, I'll let you be the vice president if you want to be. I'm like, man, we missed this. I do. I wish we all could pull together and do another B3FC video just to show Aces like what. It's epic, man. Put on your shirt if you got it. I still have my shirt. I thought it was around here somewhere. I think it's out in the living room or in the dirty clothes, maybe. But put your shirt on and fly your drones, man, to represent. I think that would be epic. Because he did, man. It was awesome. Yeah, we should. Exactly, dude. We should. We should do it. B3FC. I always will own a Bugs 3. I don't care what race drones I got here. Whatever drones, I always will own the Bugs. This baby right here will always. And hey, Alan, this is the same exact one, brother, that I've had. My version 1, the same exact one. Same motor, same ESCs, the whole 9 yards in it. Indeed. You can do a lot of mods with the bugs. Oh, yeah. And Chris Riley has showed phenomenal results on that, what Nay is saying there. Because when Chris, man, me and Chris talk, I can pick the phone up right now and call Chris. And he's just, the stuff he was telling me he's put on that bugs, I cannot believe it. Because I do the tuning and stuff on these race drones. I can promise you right now, these motors right here and this ESC, you ain't, Adam will stand behind me. Dude, so if I put like, Adam, just said, let's say in the PIDs, if I put 50 on the Ds, what would happen to this motor or this ESC? Oh, yes, sir, Osbeach. We're just talking about that. There's quite a few of the wrenches we're missing here tonight. But if you say something now, you should be good to go, sir. Got an awesome deal on my bugs. $38. What? I thought you, okay, bugs 3. I thought you said 3 for $38. I was like, damn. $38, yeah, Scott. You stole it, bro. Nice for that deal. No problem, Osbeach Andy. Thank you for hanging out, man. You ever want to see an estimate? Yes, exactly. Socialblade.com, guys. Put that on to or check it out. Punch in your name. It'll tell you right there. And I'm not against no one that wants to do YouTube to make money. Don't get me wrong. Don't think that, you know what I mean? It's just how I feel and how I want to do it. I feel like you guys know money gets involved with things. It changes people's feelings. We've literally seen this. I mean, if you haven't, then I don't know. I can't open your eyes. It's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. All right? When you start to involve the money with the hobby, you know, you're making the money. We all need money to make the hobby go on. You know that, right? And you really don't, Doug. You think about that, too. Let me stop and put that. Just think about it. People go, well, I don't have money to keep my channel going. Well, you don't have to have money. Start breaking down things. Start taking like, okay, Horizon, this drone here, Blade Theory, 5-inch. I would go over every little thing on this drone for you. I would tell you what the camera is capable of, the angle, the tilt, everything over it, the weight, I mean, everything. You could just go through things like that on everything you got. So think about the market died tomorrow and I couldn't buy no more parts, no more drones, no more. I have enough stuff here that would get me through probably until we find like an underground source or something. But yeah, do that. You know, that's what you do, and do the review on everything you have. I mean, everything you have, every little thing you do. We're always willing to learn. Ryan RDF TV. I know you had yourself a good time at the Rotor Riot Rampage this weekend, didn't you? Did you happen to run into Reaper, Jeremy? But yeah, that's cool. Think of it like that. That's what I look at it like. And then I'll never like feel like I'm ever losing on my channel. And then I got the 3D printing stuff to go to. Like if the drones, you know what I mean? I never want the drones to fall off. I love being a maker, but the 3D printing part is an all different hobby versus the drones here. Because I think it's because I just sit here and print things to where these you actually go out and build your skills with these. I think that's the really fun part. Oh, did you record some nice Stampede footage, Alvin? Sweet. You've been working on that monster. Yeah, and right, Alan, Aces on the Go, he was when I was back hanging around Alan's channel. He was a huge channel, and he would accept you in, he would talk to you, he would comment back to you, and that's what really made the difference back then, because you had someone that would talk to you, understand you. He knew a lot about the bugs. Wasn't pretty much anything I don't think he knew about it. I thought they'd honestly probably he was going to push the issue and come out with his own bugs with the name on it, but people have, you know, you get mixed up in it, and I'm sure when he first started that, it was something he probably just wanted to keep digging into. Then you have real life scenario things come up, and you have to take a break from things. You just can't keep hitting it. But if he'd have stayed with it, I still say that probably would be the biggest. It would have been the biggest Bugs 3 thing out today. I honestly do, and it's still highly respected. There's still quite a few people. If you say Bugs 3 Flying Crew B3 FC, they know exactly what you're talking about. There's a couple of people, well, more than a couple, I guess, that I go to and I talk to on their channel, and I'll say that every time, and they know exactly what you're talking about. They're like, yeah, yo. Some of them even ask me about Aces. Where's he been, man? I said, oh, he'll be back. He just gets in his, gets things going on just like us all. Yeah, Kenny, and it is. It's just when it ties it up, it just makes you start thinking of money route, and it screw you all up. Yeah, Adam, right? If mine made, like, say, my channel, I did when I did the guns, like I did the AdSense account, I would take and break a gun down, say a 1911, field strip it right here on the table for you in the front of the camera. That thing would have the views, like, tremendously right out the gate. Mr. Crowley, welcome. Doing good. How you doing tonight? I have to check out Ray's last video. I'll get to your channel, guys, on your videos, I promise. Just had a bad, rough week. And I honestly didn't think it would kind of get through. We're not through it. You guys know that. You never get through something like that. I thought it would kill me more than what it did, to be honest with you. But I did keep my mind going and keep trying to drop videos and keep trying to talk to you guys. You guys know who, the ones that we mingle and talk back and forth to. Chris, I didn't see Reaper. Man, you didn't see Reaper down there, brother? Reaper was all over the place. He shared some beautiful pictures from down there. We all got nice pictures, thanks to Jeremy. And that's what's cool, like the Rotor Riot, you know what I mean? Like, I don't follow a lot of the bigger channels. Nothing against them. I just mingle with our channels and stuff like that. But it's cool to actually have, like, you see pictures and stuff like that of them. Thank you, Ray. At least you're understanding that, man. Because a lot of people aren't. They're just like, get it in there, man. Go watch. You don't watch my channel anymore. I'm like, no, it's not even like that. I will definitely get around to everyone's channel again like I do. I like watching the channels, and I always will, because, for instance, like Mars, I mean, he is in Australia, Oz Beach, Australia. Stuff like that. You don't get to see the Oz Beach Andy and stuff like that in the different areas, the different states you guys are in. That's what I think's cool, because I'm not a travel person, which sucks. I mean, I'm getting more at it than what I was when I was a little younger. I wouldn't go nowhere when I was younger. You could get me out of Maryland. But now we're getting more better with it. And but I would never get to see a lot of the stuff you get to see if it wasn't for the videos. I think they're cool. They keep you seeing different things. You learn a lot, definitely, watching other people's channels. Oh, let me show you a picture of Jeremy. You definitely saw Jeremy, Ryan. Let me show you. $1 to a donut. You saw Jeremy. You're like, yeah, I saw that pretty mug. I felt bad. First time I ever saw Jeremy, I was like, I asked Chuck, I was like, man, who's the handsome fella? He's like, it's Jeremy. I'm like, what? I really didn't say handsome fella. No, I'm kidding. Reaper's cool people, man. They'll show you the love, that's for sure. Trying to find this picture here. It's a lot. You guys, Adam knows. I'm in the group trying to scroll find that video. looking for Reaper's that picture. Ryan said he don't know what Reaper looks like then. What? It's so fluffy. Really? I'm finding it here, Ryan. Hey, Ryan, you looking at the camera? Focus it. There you are. That is Reaper, FPV, and Ladrib. You guys, I do not need to tell you which one Ladrib is, right? Ryan already knows. Tell me you didn't see that handsome fellow down there, Ryan. I wonder if, like, Kirk, because Kirk Mayberry was there too. Did you happen to see Kirk? Sorry, guys. I'll catch back up on chat here. Yeah, somebody that time I remember that one on Adam's page and told him he sucks.
No, that's when he just was featured on the video. People told him he sucked.
Really?
Yeah. Look at it this way, baby. That means you're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Haters gonna hate.
Right. When I first did this, and we say getting somewhere is what we know. It's just being recognized, basically. And that's what they told me. They said when you start getting recognized, they said that's when you start having haters, like hate on you, run their mouth to you. You suck. Like, okay, then let me see the person that said that. Let's see them on the sticks, and see. And if they do, if they are nice on the sticks, and they say someone that's sucks, that's like not as good as them, they still suck because their personality sucks. Doesn't matter how good they are on the sticks. We don't care about your flying. If your personality's trash, you're trash. Right? That's how it goes. Oh, he doesn't just. Oh yeah, he'll just gobble you up, Adam.
Bradley asked about a better Bradley. I can't talk. A better battery charger. Can you show your hobby charger? Scott asked because he knows it's a nice one. Is it out in the kitchen?
Sure, no problem. But you have to watch buying this charger because they do have knockoffs, so beware.
I got you, Scott. Got you, Bradley. Sorry, I disappeared for a few moments. Look, Plummet, I'm the hugger in the bunch, so just make sure y'all don't squish me when you finally get to meet me. Josh, he just kind of like envelops me, and it's like, where'd it go?
Yeah, if you guys ever go to meet Josh, when you go like this, that's not going to be good enough. He's going to tell you, bring it in. He's awesome, man. So here's my charger. This is the Sky RC B6, I think they call it. Yeah, written right here. Well, yeah, B6. But you have to make sure they have knockoffs out there. And if you see this hologram sticker here, you don't pay attention to this little hologram here that says QC passed, okay? Keep that out of your mind. You want this hologram right here. You see how you turn it? It says Sky RC in there. This is the real one. Now, the knockoff one you can use, but you have to watch the timer and all on there because it changed. It changes on the thing. Captain Cook does have the knockoff of this one. He is the one that literally, when I got it, he printed me out. It's over here. It's like it's a book on this thing.
Oh, great. Bob said the knockoffs now have a hologram. They got slick.
All right, then here's what you do then. Always check, make sure your settings are correct. Me, I do not charge the battery. I always balance charge it. Always remember that. You can charge if you want, but I always balance charge mine, and I do it the cast iron frying skillet you guys saw. And then this here, you just plug in your wires like I showed you in the back of my car, but this is for in the house. And I made these wires here. You can buy them off eBay. I'm not wasting my money, because when you buy them, they got a big thing like this full. You're probably only going to use 2 of those. So you just grab your regular set of connectors, little barrel connector there, plug it in, and this will do all the way from 2 to 6S. Only charger I use, and it's been great so far. I cannot complain about it. Well, I can. There's got a little rubber leg missing off of it.
Mom's going to eat her dinner. She better save mine.
Enjoy your dinner, Melon. Appreciate you dropping them show links, or I say links, but promos. John C.
No, John, you got to remember, she's in Cali, so roll the time back, and it's not too late for dinner.
But yeah, they work good on your charging your batteries. And then you, like I said, you just pick and choose on which end you want, whichever one you might use.
Why the frying pan, he asked.
Why the frying pan? The frying pan, I put in a cast iron skillet, okay, and my handle's here. So if you see, it has a barrel connector that plugs in. So that barrel, so my charger's setting like this, right? So this is in the frying pan. It's like a 10-inch skillet, roughly. The battery's in a 10-inch skillet. And that way, if something happens, I can just grab this, grab that skillet, and walk outside. Grant you, it's going to be smoking or fire coming out of that pan. But imagine grabbing this and then letting that thing hot, molten, dripping, or whatever's coming out of that battery through your house that could capture a fire on something, all in a pan. Worst come to worst, I could even take a lid, throw over the pan, and out the door. You know what I mean? Right there. Bob the Biker, I always charge in like a pan like that. And then I was telling him one day about it. He's like, "Hey, you know what? You ought to do a video of that, because that's a good tip, I do think." And that's how the video got created. That's how I got the video up on there. So I said, always think about everything you could make a video on and show how you do things, because don't think it's stupid the way you do things. Most people's like, "Oh, that's stupid the way I do it."
Said, please hook up a battery like you're going to charge one. Well, sure.
Okay, no problem. I got you. Let me go grab my power cord.
Actually, Night Train, knowing that fool, okay, the way the stove sits, the stove is here. I got a little titty countertop here. The sink is here, and there's a kitchen window right there. I know exactly what's going to happen if that sucker ever lights. I'm going to be missing my kitchen window, but I'm perfectly fine with that.
So it just takes your average charger. Like I said, it's just like a 12-volt charger. That's why in the car I'm able just to plug right into my batteries. If you guys watched Saturday, I showed you that little trick. That works good. I've never timed it to charge a battery, but I'd imagine it's just if your battery's a good battery, it should just be as much good. As long as it would take in here, I would imagine, because this is output 12 volts at 5 amps. So your car battery honestly may charge your pack more efficient and faster. Not more efficient, but faster. The charger's going to still do the same thing. Just make sure you guys can see, because that charger will come unplugged. I don't know if you guys can see it. I know it's going to come unplugged. I don't know if that plug in there is a barrel connector.
You can't sit anymore unless you're sitting in my lap.
I don't think the screen's going to honestly show. Is it? Okay, we get close. Okay, well. Alright. So you see there it says charge. I will press this one. I probably pressed the wrong one. All right, no, that's on LiPo charge, so I don't want to do that one.
Doing things backwards is a little difficult.
Yeah, doing things backwards is definitely hard on this. Okay, so you see I changed it to balance. Okay, that's 1.5. All right, 1.5. That's milliamp hours. It's a LiPo battery. And it's showing you that it's 11. Focus here. It's showing you that's a 3S battery, 11.1. And it says 3S here, okay? So I'm going to do a 4S battery. So I'll show you what I'll do here. You just won't be able to see it, so I'll show you how to get back up. So 4S battery, I would press this, and my 4S batteries are 1,300 milliamp hours. So all you have to worry about it charging. There's no what hours your milliamp hours are. So then that's, like I say, 1,300. So I would drop that down to 1.3. I'll hit enter. I'll drive the voltage up to 14.8, which is a 4S. And then I'll stop there. I'll plug in my battery, the balance port into here. And then we'll plug in our lead, our XT60 connector. Because the charger, let me show you what'll happen. Let's unplug this, okay? You're charging your battery, right? You're in a hurry. Okay, we're all dialed in for 4S. It's the exact battery, right? So when I do this, let's let it focus. Okay, I'm gonna press and hold. All right, you see it says check. Okay, and one more press. It's telling me everything's good. One more press. Now watch. You see that? That's telling you you forgot to plug in your balance lead. That's telling you that something's wrong. If you know that everything's good with your battery, just double check everything. Make sure this is plugged in. She let it come and plug on me. So we'll go to LiPo balance. Still on the same thing. It keeps its charge. It keeps its settings.
Yes, now, Ray, it can do a 2S.
Yes, it would do a 2S to a 6S. So now we press and hold. Anything. And it's checking. And we tell it okay. And there it is. So now this is a full charge already. You see it's 16.8. And here's my cells, 420, 420, 420. And then you see this one down here is about 419. That's not far off at all. That's, to me, that's still a good package. And you can do 2 to 6S on it. And then to cut, okay, so once you're charging, it'll beep once it's done. This will run for, get back here, I think it's set for about 90 minutes. I think it'll do roughly an hour and a half at the most. And it'll kick itself out. But it's all, and if the cells get there before it, it'll kick itself out. So when it beeps out onto you, you just stop and just unplug everything as if you plugged it in. And you're good to go. And 2 to 6S. So here's another thing I'll let you know too, because you're probably wondering, all right, so I charge my unique batteries and all off of this, right? So they are 5,400 milliamp hours. Well, here's where the milliamp hours come into play, right? So if you got a 5,400 milliamp hour, you want to be on 5. This will only go charge 5 amps. So 5 amps is the most it'll charge. So that's what you put it on. Exactly, Mike, 120 minutes. Yep. And then just remember, I've done it myself a couple of times. I've had a 1,500 milliamp hour pack, and my brain says 5 amps. No, you want to be on 1.5 for 1,500 milliamp. If you got an 800 milliamp hour, you want to be on 0.8. So it's easy to a chart if you're in your head. Just to always remember that. So 1,300 milliamp hours is 1.3. 1,500 is 1.5, and so on, just like that. And just remember that. And anything below 1,000, you're at 0. If it's a 400 milliamp hour 4, or if it's 505, and that, I knock on wood, I've never overcharged my battery or
I know, right?
Anything like that, and it's all worked. Yeah, she'd be in trouble, right? But it's an awesome charger. Just remember to, once you first get it, you do have to set up some things, but your manual and all will tell you how to do that. Your minutes and all that good stuff. It's easy. And this thing will charge not only LiPos, it does NiCad. I don't even know if it even tells you all the stuff that it charges. It charges a ton of batteries. You can charge everything just about on this thing.
More or less, Bradley, it brings all the cells to the same voltage and then packs them with energy.
Yes, and it balances the plug. That's why I like when you guys notice when I kind of send chargers out, I don't send, if I send you something out with like the drone, it's like a balanced charger I try to send. I don't like to do nothing where you charge through the coil straight to the battery pack, like just hooking it into here and charging it. I don't like to do that. That's way unsafe, and you could get in trouble doing that. That and the packs, I mean, you ain't got packs, you ain't flying. So the more packs you got, the better you are. So I'll be right back.
See, look, y'all learned something again? Well, some of you did. What it's all about, though, share that knowledge. There you go, Sean. Not money lost. Ray said how much you want for it.
What?
Sean said he had one of those, never used it, too complicated for him to worry about. Since he has others that work perfectly, money lost. Ray said, how much you want for it?
Yeah, that's right. And and that's probably, Sean, you probably use just your average charger that comes with your stuff, because right, I mean, a lot of the Ghost drone, that comes with a pretty decent charger, I think. Yeah. That's over here. That's like this here. This comes with the Ghost drone, the E-Hang Ghost drone. So you can see that's where I got my leads from. And this one will do from 2 to 4S, I think. Yes. Well, it would do 1S to 4S. That I say on that other charger 2S to 6S, but I'm wrong. It does 1S to 6S because you don't count on the side ports. You see, you don't count 1S because we know 1S doesn't have a balance port, right? It's only one cell. So I don't always count that. But yes, 1S through 4 is what this will do. And then you can put this on. This one goes 1 amp, 2 amps, or 3 amps. And then this is the same way. So if you have, say 1.5 amps, say so 1500 milliamp hours, you put this on 1 amp. Anything over 2000 milliamps, you put it on 2 amps. Anything over 3000 milliamp hours, you'll put it on 3 amps. And this is an okay charger. They tried to put it like out as a hobby grade, but I haven't found it to be that efficient, to be honest with you. Your Hubsan X4.
Hey. No Hubsan 8 here. You know that.
No, I do. I actually like that rig. That's a pretty cool looking rig. I like the colors of it, honestly, the orange and black. Honestly, I've purchased that one, guys, for $25. And it was used, though.
Look, they're all getting right here on the floor now.
Yes,
like,
it was
Where?
used.
Link, Crystal, link.
And at first, when they're like, yeah, man, they're knockoffs, I'm like, I just probably bought the one, right? Nope. Cat put me right down with understanding it quick and understand it was the right one. I was like, cool. So here, this pack here is a 4S. It's a Avonic FPV high discharge, 1550 milliamp hours ADC discharge. So when I first got it, I put this on charge. My brain, I said I think at 5,000 milliamp hours, I put it on 5.0. I was charging. I just put it on charge, talking to Captain. And then I was like, yeah, man, I put that battery on there. And he's like, wait a minute, you said that battery was 1,550 milliamp hours? Like, yeah, he goes, get that damn thing off of 5 amps. What's wrong with you? I'm like, oh shit, you're right. And I hit it, and that goes to show you, even everything I know, you're a noob, and you always will, forget things like that. But good thing is, it was on for a split second, and it probably would have just charged it. Honestly, it was still balanced it and all that. I always go back and check my packs when I'm charging them. I always just go over and conscientiously just put my hand around it. If it feels warm, then I'm like suspect about it. But all my packs so far have been, I've swollen a pack the other day, a 3S. I've flown it too long. These cells just swelled up a little bit. I trashed the battery. I had a 4S yesterday or day before. I hit one time when I was learning to fly. I'm still learning, but you know what I mean. I literally hit the concrete and rolled this corner down, and it started like just not charging properly. So out on the thing, I tried to make a 3S out of it, but I made a mistake on clipping the ear off the battery, which is very easy to do, because you know why? When you're soldering these up, taking these from a 4S to a 3S, think about taking a grenade and building it. You know what I mean? You're setting it, you're pushing that pin in it. Yeah, that's serious, and I'm not kidding. You get this cell hot, this thing will explode, and you will not get your behind away from it fast enough. So if you ever do it, please, please, please go outside, take an extension cord, run your soldering gun away from your house, and do it. That way, if something goes wrong, you're outside. Don't want you to hurt yourself, neither, but I'd rather you be away from your house and something happen in the middle of your yard than in your house with this. And you're hurt. You're trying to get yourself right to where you can see or whatever may happen, and then try to, at the same time, fight this thing to get it out your house. It's always smart to think with the LiPos. I didn't know they were that serious until I got into them. And when I was into the toy grades, I'm like, well, you really don't have to worry about that. But then when you start getting into these 4S, and a lot of people have 6S, right, Bob? Too late. And then it's like, that's it. Oh, he's talking about that. But yeah, it's just like, and I'm no pro. You guys know that. I'm a noob all day. I practice that every day. I say that a million times a day. When I talk to people, I just like to share what I've learned, and I've learned a lot from you guys. Because them batteries, man, when Bob had that one explode in his house, scared the living shit out of me. Cap. And another tip I could give you that I've saw is when it happens, don't touch nothing with these paws until you go wash them. Because Captain, he literally touched it, wasn't even thinking, you know what I mean? Sitting there later on in the live stream was just like, it touched his eye right there. And he'll tell you, he could not see out of the eye for there was a couple of days. It was all irritated, red, nothing on. So, John, I throw the bad batteries out on my walk, which is gravel and brick. So if they catch fire, nothing can happen. And then I'll go mix up a bucket of salt water after I get like probably 10 or 12, which I have to now, because I can literally have that many. And I just throw them in there and let salt water just kill them out and do what they do. And then I take them up and I'll snip the ends off at that point, save the balance lead. I never, ever try to fix a balance lead neither. If something goes wrong with this, I'm going to more or less, unless I can replace the wire, because you start getting these pins pulled out of this connector and they'll start touching all on you and stuff, and you'll really have trouble.
Shannon wants to know.
Oh, Bradley, should I drop the salt way up, Bradley? Exactly.
Should I just use the chargers I have or continue up for replacement chargers?
The chargers they give you, they work well. For instance, your unique one, that's a nice one. I like the unique one, the way it charges the packs. It's understandable. You can see watch the lights, how the red blinks as it's charging, the green will blink in as it's, starting to get the cells balanced out and stuff.
Good point, Scott.
I like a hobby grade charger at this point, to be honest with you. I saw a big difference in my batteries with them on most chargers.
Scott also recommends the battery tester / alarms.
Yes.
Your little dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
These will help you out too. There's really nice ones out on the market. It's more or less like a thing, like something like this big, and you just plug it into your battery. It tells you the life of the battery and everything else. But if you're cheap like me, you'll be happy at one of these guys right here. And you guys know what this is. You plug this in. You make sure you're on the pot. This is like the negative side, the black side. So you just plug this in here. It'll tell you 4S. 16.7. And if you see the watch how different the cells are here. See the cells? That's the only thing I don't like about these. So I always go off of my charger when I'm reading the cells, because I just feel like these will help you out in the field, and you can also put this on. Let me show you how to do that. You can take and put this on, hold your ears one more time. And you can change. You're
not blinding Bob tonight.
It's got a button on top here, and you change the cells. So you see 3.7, 3.8, 3 off. So it goes from 2.7 up to 3.8. And that's your cell. So your cell at 3.7 volts, this thing will start beeping, I mean, crazy loud. And you can hear this thing, like when I'm over flying the field and it goes off, Crystal can hear it if I got it on. I don't use it much at all. And let me explain, because I've been flying so much now, I kind of know when my pack is. Now, my Ghost drone, when I got to fly it, the E-Hang, you'll hear that thing beeping. And so let me tell you what, this thing inside of this closed completely up inside of the door here. And then this in there closed up with the battery and all that. And when this thing starts beeping, holy hell, you're going to get it to the ground and get this thing off there. It's that loud. So I use it on something like that because I'm not with the time yet on that thing, because I just did all that stuff to it. But with my batteries, I set with that 4S 1300 milliamp hour and my 3S 1500 milliamp hours, I run a 4-minute timer on it. I'm in the air for 4 minutes. When I bring it back down, I'm still not. If it makes sense, you don't use as much power messing with those doing the racing thing, kind of running around things, versus I guess all that momentum of flipping and rolling and stuff. So I found 4 minutes to be working perfect on that. And you can run them longer. Josh runs his 4S all the way down to 14.0 volts. Then when it comes back up, it's at a storage at like 14.8. I don't run ours that low. There's no problem running it. Everybody does it. It's all your preference. So we're finding like we could probably be now within the 4.5, 5 minute range and still be at the safe part of the battery, because the battery was still had a lot more juice in it when we landed at 4 minutes. Don't even know what is on the OSD. Yes, Ed. Love My Drones has a good point. A lot of your goggles, guys, you'll have an OSD set up. If your drone has OSD on-screen display, you can go in and set it up. Now, a lot of them, if you build it, you have to go in and calibrate it in the battery tab, to tell it what milliamp hour battery you're using and stuff like that. And it'll calculate right on your goggle. So you'll see it right there. If you don't have OSD, which I only have one with OSD, and that's the Green Machine. That's my Bardwell board. Everything else I use SP Racing F3s on. I use no OSDs. I do everything right here.
Rub it in, John. I know you had the day off, but good night, babe.
Yep. Night, John. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Appreciate you. You have one of them buzzers, but you don't understand how it works. That's okay, man. It's like I said, just stick it in and it'll tell you. Mine, I bend the prongs back. I don't have it set up here. This fell down here. I thought it was back there. I have a couple of these little things. I've gave a couple away, honestly. Okay, this one isn't either. I usually, so you see, they'll go from, I think, all the way up to a 6S battery. So I got one out there that's bent. Like here, I got the prongs bent out of it. It's for like a 3S. And I use that for my unique batteries, because it's bent. I can stick it in there to read that unique battery too for me. Yeah, John, see, exactly. For mods you already done. What you think could be better? How do you think the mods that you did worked? Do you think they worked to the point that it gave you more flight time? Is it a battery mod? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I mean, you'd be surprised on the views you would get on the videos, and you'll enjoy making it, to be honest with you, if you just remember, like, kind of touch on what you did and how it worked out for you, it's beautiful. Like I did the video of me doing the mod on this. Now I'll take it out and fly before I tell you guys, hey, if you got these transformers, go for it. Because I don't want you to do it until I put them on my face and I'm out here and I'm sweating like a war pig out in 90-degree field, sweat rolling down my neck, and then my goggles aren't fogging up. Then I'll tell you everything's good. I'll tell you if they're not working. I'll tell you, yeah, I just need a bigger fan, or this is a 5-volt fan and I'm running on 3.7 volts. So all I do is get a 5-volt battery and it'll up the fan if it's not enough. You kind of don't want too much blown on your face so you're constantly blinking your eyes, you know what I mean? Or the fan dry your eyes out. That's what you have to look for. See, when I look at things, I go and look at the whole circle. I don't just look at the point of keeping my lens dry. I look at the whole circle. If I don't want my eyes to dry, I don't want to keep flickering my eyes because then you're not going to be able to fly, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Yes, Ryan, I do have the Q500 now, brother. And thanks to Silver Top Flyer, and I'll show it to you, Ryan.
Night, Cardoso.
Night, Kenny. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Appreciate you. Here she is, Ryan. Look at her. Sexy. Guys, I'll tell you again, if you don't know, a lot of people has asked me, even after the video, it's the CG03 gimbal on this monster now. And I have one person to thank for that. He's awesome. And his Silver Top Flyer, I was going to say Fryer. And his name is Bradley. He gave me the CG03 4K camera for the unique, no strings attached. He just gave it to me. I just sent him the Bugs 3 and all. I just feel like that's tit for tat. That's what you do. You know what I mean? It was no trading involved. He gave this to me here. You know what I mean? It was no, hey, send me the Bugs. I'll give you this. Awesome guy. So go check out Bradley, Silver Top Flyer. You guys already know him. If you don't, you're missing out on a great friend, a great brother. Because it made this. You guys know, I always liked this bird. And now with that, it's just like, it's epic. And I'll tell you what happened. He gave it to me and I asked him, he said because of 4K. And Bradley will tell you this. I said, then man, let me tell you what, you can go into your transmitter and turn this down to like 720, I think. Or I know you can turn it down to at least 1080. And he's like, yeah, they said you could do that. I said, well, let me send you the camera back then. And because I feel like, you know what I mean? And he's like, no, man, I done gave it to you. I done made my decision. There's no going back. So that goes to show you what kind of a guy Bradley is. And it goes to show you, pay it forward. That's basically what I look at that situation like that. I loved it, man. He said that. I even looked at him on the screen. I was like, you sure? I just didn't believe it. But yeah, that's beautiful. Like this bird is everything now with that in my eyes. I love it. It's good platform, and it just made it even better.
Yeah, JDS, that's a big one. That's
the SS Enterprise.
First.
Mr. Winky Head, welcome.
Very first filming platform.
Ryan, I still have that camera for you, brother. Back here in this mess somewhere, I have that board that I told you could have. All you have to do is get with Crystal, Ryan. Pay shipping. I'll ship you the whole camera. Like even now that I have the other one, I'll still send it to you. No problem. Brian. Ryan needs the board off of it. He crashed his, guys. If you know a lot about that, it rips the wires off of it. So I had that board, Ryan. No problem, brother. Actually, just we probably throw the board in that envelope. I think a regular envelope. You talk probably like a stamp and address. I'll get it to you. That's what she said. Yeah. I hear you, Shannon. It's a big bird. It is.
So when I went to pick that sucker up from Best Buy, I'm like, what the hell did you get?
Well, let's just say the box that's next to my bed, and I use it as a nightstand.
Yeah, the box is that big.
It's seriously that big.
The box is about the size of the DJI Inspire.
You guys know, yeah, it is huge. Yeah, it's about the size of probably an Inspire case almost. No joke. Well, Ryan, it's up to you, but I'll also offer if you want to send your drone to me. Actually, not your. Well, do you think it's your drone or do you think it's just a camera? You could send the camera to me and I could put the board on it for you and get it working on mine and then send the camera back to you, if you know what I mean. All up to you, however you want to do it, or I'll just give you the board. You can have the work done. It's up to you. Not a problem, man. The smoke was coming out of the top. Oh, the smoke was coming out of the top of the Q500? I wonder if, trying to think. So yours has that connector, those little gold connectors when you touch them. I bet your little connectors were bent or something. And when you slid that back on, it touched maybe. Well, I have the whole drone. I still have the parts over here. My GPS module was burnt on mine. So as long as your GPS module ain't broke, I should have the parts you would need. I have no problem helping you out with them. That's what it's called. Pay it forward. You know what I mean? That's why I said that camera. I never thought I'd get that camera. I would never buy that camera, to be honest with you. I told you guys I was cheap. No, it's just that I see that to buy that, or like when my mind goes that route, my mind's like, you could build like a couple race drones with that. And that's just how terrible your mind goes like that, you know? Because it's an awesome, epic platform. And Bradley, you are the man. Yes, Mr. Crowley. On the Tyrannus, let me grab it for you. I'll show you that also. All right, Mr. Crowley, you remove your battery pack, or your door rather. Down here in the corner, and down here in the corner, you'll have screws. And then right here, you have one and then two. Let's go and pop them out. I'll show you. Let's go and pick them out real quick. Don't lose your screws. People might think you're a little weird if you lose a screw. Your wife might think you already lost one. But anyway, Chris Riley, welcome, brother. Chris, I promise I'll catch up on your videos, brother. It's had shit ton of stuff going on. So go and take all 4 of them screws out, Mr. Crowley. They're pretty tough coming out. All right, and then you get that out.
Only the truth, right?
Remove your cover here. And down in here, you're going to see some pins right here. Okay? Very fragile pins. You want to be very easy separating this cover. Okay? So separate your cover. Right? There's the battery terminal there. And let's remove that. That's just a matter of grabbing that little connector and just popping it out there. Just watch that JST connector, because You gotta watch pulling on them connectors, because you pull them connectors right off the board real easy. So okay, now that you have that done, to tighten up this you want to, let me make sure I'm right before I go down here. Okay, you're gonna this screw here, that's gonna be your tension. You see that? But here's the, okay, actually, if you're feeling the click in your stick, don't worry about that screw there. That does the stiffness and all. You probably don't have to worry about that. I adjust all mine like that though. The click one is this one here. Let me think. This outside one here. So this is the one that has that clicky, notchy type feeling into it. So you loosen and unloosen these for your tension on your stick. And I'll show you guys. Let's see which way. Here's my mode 2. There's a little piece in here, and I'm just looking for it. It's a little piece that pops up that it holds your mode 2. I haven't done it. Mine was already done, so I kind of thought I saw the piece before. So that help you out, Mr. Crowley? Take off your 4 screws. 1, 1, 1, and 1. Remove your cover. Be careful of these pins. These pins are very fragile. You don't want to mess them up. Right here, this outside one here, closest to the board, is the one that causes all the rigid clickiness. I take all that out of mine, so I'll loosen that screw up, and it takes it out. And then this one and this one will be the tension to how tight you want your stick to work. Cool, worked, awesome. Yes, I need one. There's a lot going on in this transmitter. I have a LiPo battery, and thanks to Plummet, he gave me some cord. The cord to do the proper LiPo mod and all on it. And I'll get there one day and do it. I just ain't done it yet. I still run the battery pack. So when you put that back together, Mr. Crowley, be really, really, really careful of those pins. I kind of want to get looking at mine, because it's very easy to knock those pins off or bend them. And later on, you might want to put a module on there. So you're going to want to keep those pins in good shape. Just like so. Pop it back on. Put the screws back in. Good to go. I hear you, Jim. Yeah, my GPS module just went up on me. Like, it just stopped working. I don't know if it's Axiomatic. Welcome. Guys got your hands full with them kids, but you know what? Think about sitting around your house without them, you'd be lonely.
Oh shit. Well, Chris Riley is going to have Drone Network #1.
What's up, Chris? No, I'm glad, brother.
You better blame that on Baduga, because that's what Baduga wanted him to name it.
Awesome, Chris. Yeah, I told you, man. You guys, Baduga, if you guys don't know Lewis, a good guy. I tell you what, I love all of you guys. You guys know that. And we all love each other. But there's a very few of us that mingle and talk and do different things. And it's awesome. And it's nothing bad on the ones that, that we don't mingle and talk and figure things out. I still enjoy your company and everything else. But Lewis called me up one day and he's like, "What do you think about help Chris Riley get a drone?" And then it went from there. I was like, "Okay, guys, here's what I want to do for Chris. You guys want to help?" And everybody, man, phenomenally stepped up, and boom, Chris had that drone. It was all said within probably, I think, 20 minutes of me saying something. We had everything we needed. Everyone's like, drop me the PayPal, da da da. They, gave Chris gave him his PayPal, and he got what parts he needed. We sent him what we said we're going to send him. Man, awesome. Can't wait, Chris. The Drone Network #1. Sweet. Catch a whole chat here. Natural energy. Yeah, Alvin. Gracie be on that natural energy buzz. I hear you. All right, Ryan. Yeah, give me a call this week. We'll figure out what's going on with your Q500. See if we can't get you going.
Oh, geez.
What's Chris Sanders' fault is? Chris said he never built the 5-inch. It's his fault. My fault. I am an idiot. What are you saying, Chris?
He never built a 5-inch before, so he did not get the standoffs for the flight controller, so he stuck to a 20.
Oh man, I didn't think
You're
of that.
not an idiot, baby.
No, you're not an idiot, bro.
It's just something different.
Yeah,
you learned
exactly.
It, and that's what happens when you learn.
I didn't even think like that. I was thinking, because you know why that one time I got that flight controller in and it came with standoffs and all, and a couple other times I got it didn't. I wasn't even thinking that, man. I could have printed standoffs, honestly. I have a box here, but your best bet's probably just grab one of those mixed up packs anyway, like where you break them. To be honest with you, Chris, you about as hard as I am on them. Eventually get this here. These are M3 hex heads, M3 hex socket head cap screws and nut kit. What this is good for is this got 20 millimeter, 25 millimeter, 30, 35, and then the nuts for it. Okay. And they're good because they're all, instead of using standoffs, I put that up through the bottom of the board. Another great tip from Josh Withrow. So when it's cold out, guys, this winter, and we crash our drones, the little Nowline standoffs, they crack and break every time, I've been told. And I've broken quite a few of them so far. So this is the solution to stopping it. Just means when you hit hard enough now, you rip your FC off instead of break. Now it holds it all instead of it bouncing around. It does. And two-way tape, thick two-way tape, double lit up BTX with a zip tie around it. If something happens, it'll bounce off. It's not gonna hold on it. You know what I mean? Like let it pull off. I've literally like rigided my stuff to my frame. And then that's why every time I crash, the antenna rips off. It rips everything off of it. I mean, it tears everything to pieces. Thank you, Mars. I really appreciate you hanging out. Give my sis a hug for me.
Grayson, he's going to give you a call tomorrow at 5 a.m.
Call tomorrow. Okay, cool. Just when that it picks up and goes, hello, you reached 443. Just remember to leave a message. Thank you, Marge, for hanging out. You're awesome, brother. I appreciate you. And I'll change that Inspire to follow me, correct? Instead of the FPV. That's why I like you guys. See, one knows what to do. And I've known before, but my camera got into that mode before, the FPV mode on the Phantom. And that's what it did. Every move I did, it did with me. Like, what the heck is wrong with this thing? Didn't I? Back when I first got it, I was a new bad man. When I first got into this, I'm like, the camera keeps turning with the drone. They say it balances, and I'm like, well, how's it a balance if it's doing this? I'm confused.
What, till tomorrow, Jim? Hey, guys, if you didn't know,
yes,
this guy
is going to be on Sin and Earl RC tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on the Sin and Earl RC channel. And I'm going to hang out with Jim and Alvin. Alvin's supposed to be like doing a whole bunch of food for us. party. That's what Jim was telling me. So I don't know if they talked or what.
Alvin, you cooking us something good to eat?
I do that to a lot of people, yeah. I'm like, hey, what's up? It was like, da-da-da-da. You know, I got that from, who did I get that from? I got that from a couple of people that I talked to and they get the voicemail. And I'm sitting there talking. I'm like,
I didn't see that one say anything. These two are, they're wondering.
Remember you said Alvin was going to have a nice hoop nanny for when I show up on Tuesday, ribs.
They're
hunks of meat.
They're confused. They're confused.
Not man meat, Alvin.
I ain't touching that one. They're confused.
Right.
What the hell happened to the wall?
I got robbed.
Yeah, right. They took those and not them, right?
They grabbed everything up there and I was like, okay. Now the bugs is usually hanging up there. The one that used to hang next to this now hangs on Bradley's wall, maybe. Not sure if he's a hanger or he sets it around the house. But I got all my stuff out in the living room. I gotta get it all back in here. My Hubson is usually up there. The tricopter's still up there. And I haven't forgot about this, Mr. Winky Head. This is definitely going to be something I'm going to get into this winter and get this thing flying. I promise. But I'm still doing a tricopter, guys. If you guys, I know I've been doing a lot. I got that, the little purple whoop. I'm kind of like knowing that the cold weather's coming and then you kind of get to where you want to do things inside. So that's why I'm trying my best to hold off on all this. And I got still pretty much everything for this thing right here. Like, I cannot wait to fly it because I think it's awesome. A tricopter. Chris Riley, nah. I had to get you on that, Chris. Chris said they're different to fly, so I know that. Mr. Winky Head, like I said, got me going. He gave me a couple of things to get it up and running. So,
believe me, Anthony, he isn't giving up on that. I think that's going to be a winter project.
Anthony said I had the hardest part done, so I trust him. I take his word.
This man here doesn't give up on anything.
He's done very well on all his tricopters. He got a Y for it. I really like. I don't know your frog though. I don't know if I like your frog over your Y4 or not. Is that frog the Transtech frame, Anthony? I didn't think it was. I thought it was different looking. But yeah, I'm going to get this done. I definitely want to get this done and master flying a tricopter.
Bradley's not a hanger. She sleeps with it.
We'll see. If Crystal wasn't in bed, I'd have the Inspire next to me. Probably the race drones all over my pillows. I hang them all over the wall, actually. That way at night when I'm sleeping, I can just look up. Hey, ladies. Like that.
You are dreaming.
But yeah, hey, thanks to that 3D printer, it makes this much easier for me. So this is actually, I was looking online. I did that one, yeah, because actually I had the TBS Discovery frame hanging up there too. So I was going to use that, and then I showed Anthony. He even said that's going to be a big mambo. So I was looking on the Thingiverse, and I'm like, wait a minute, they actually use this is the same as the TBS Discovery. Put your little FPV camera here, your GoPro here. Oh yeah, I'm definitely FPVing it. You guys know that. That's a must. So then look at my winter projects. I'm actually doing pretty good. So I got this. I got this to finish, and I did get told that the multi-GP thing that we're doing, when it gets cold, we're gonna go fly indoors in like a big place, and we're all gonna rock whoops and stuff. So I got that going on. I got the ghost drone thing still working. Honey's gonna dip it for me and do all that. I got my flame wheel. I'm still gonna get.
Remind me when I get home from work tomorrow. Just look at me and say, "Call Honey."
I got fixed wing that I might get into this winter and get up and running.
Mike, Birdman, welcome, babe.
Mike, Birdman. And I got this to build. I have quite a few stuff to get into this winter, so.
I forgot about that.
I got a Frog Lake 218 build laying over here on the table. Everything ready to go with it. I got a ZMR 250 build, which I got just about everything I need for it. So I still have a couple of builds going on and stuff, and that's whatever else I still acquire throughout the time of that. So I can't wait to do this. This is going to be epic, though. The Dragonfly. Crystal named it. Wasn't Nay's name the Dragonfly? Yeah.
I don't know. I named it that because that's what it looks like.
No, Nay named his the Dragonfly, remember? That little drone he had was the Dragonfly. This is the big Dragonfly. But yeah, so not saying they'll all get done, but it's stuff to do when you're bored and it's cold and you can't fly. And it's going to have to be really cold for me not to fly.
Brown Pants, welcome.
Brown Pants, what's up, brother? Just talking about the ghosts, too. Did you get yours done, or are you working on it, or what? Nah, Chris, look, it's something different. I mean, they're definitely, I would say, you're not going to switch over. Mr. Winkyhead will probably tell you that you're not just going to change from a drone to a tricopter. A little something different. You put yours in acro, too. Do you fly yours in acro, Anthony, or stabilization? I hear you, Brown Pants. Cool. I'm getting ready to have mine sent out, brother. And I think I'm most sure I'm on the right page, right? I want to say, I think your name. You called me. You're in like Philly, right? We're talking about the ghost drone. If so, I'm getting ready. I got mine apart right now. I got everything out of it. It's getting ready to get sent to Georgia.
Yeah.
Getting ready to get sent to Georgia, and Honey Lulu is gonna dip the top and the bottom piece for me. So all this part, I'm gonna take the legs off. They're gonna stay here. She's gonna get the top, bottom shell, and she's gonna do something epic on it. So she does really well. It's gonna be pretty sick. It's definitely gonna be one of a kind for sure.
Oh, she finally got the dipper on.
And I got the tune and everything in this thing now, right? There's nothing. It just doesn't need, but it's going to get an epic dip job. Dip, to the, and then put back together. But yep.
What? She finally got the dipper on.
I saw that.
She
You can have extra packs. Sweet, I definitely will check it out. What's the discharge on you guys' truck packs? Are they like crazy? Yeah, I got I wanted to share it, but it was like last night was the last night for it. We didn't know the exact days. China Hobbyline batteries, they were doing a thing. If you went there and bought if you bought one battery, they sent you two. If you bought two, they sent you four. If you bought four, they sent you 8. They doubled your order on everything you sent. And yeah, it was cool. So Russell bought a battery last night, so he's actually getting 2 of them. Because our 4S's, I put them through hell. When I first tried it with the Wizard, I wasn't used to that 4S power. I can't say, I mean, it's all pilot error. I was on the sticks, but it was when I was smoking those ESCs, overdoing the ESC. So I guess when I go to throw input in it, just wasn't working. Yeah, guys. So brown pants. Man, I'm wanting to say Rob. Is that your name? Probably off on that. I talked to a lot of people, bro. Sorry about that if it's not. But brown pants has the ghost drone. I'm almost 100% sure that's who he is, and he wanted me to mod it the way I did mine. I give him the list and everything. He said he saw he's been busy, so he says. But yeah. So just whenever you're ready, man, or if you're gonna do your work and you need some help just to get her up, let me know. I'm the kind of guy that likes to do my own stuff. Like first, I'll try everything out myself. But yeah, and that's cool. Like that someone wants to get that done like that. Of course, everybody talks it. No one's done nothing yet. I understand everybody's schedule, though. I do understand that. Don't get me wrong, but you don't know what you're missing with this thing flying on it. I'm ready to take mine now, and I may do it. I think mine is probably going to come off of the Fly Sky protocol, and I'm going to put it on the Tyrannus protocol. FR Sky. I say Tyrannus, but I mean FR Sky. Working motor on the Wizard. Yeah, them motors they're tough motors, Mr. Crowley, but when you break them, they break. Cameras for the Ghost. Okay. You mean FPV cameras? Sure. Send her here with your transmitter. I'll get her talking back to your radio and do my best to get her all bound up for you and see what I can do with it. And then send her back to you when she's tamed. You never tame the runner. You know that, right? If you own the runner, you understand that.
The Walkera runner owns you.
Part.
She does not. You do not tame her. She tames you to what she
Do you have the full package, Mr. Crowley, like the FPV one and all that? I had the basic 2 model. So we didn't have FPV on ours. We did line of sight with ours. And I'm going to tell you what, guys. If you don't know the Walkera Runner 250, that drone will make you a better pilot. It is.
That drone hung on our wall for over a year.
Yeah. And I got rid of it
over a year
to a POS that I wish I would have never.
Who destroyed it as soon as he got it?
Destroyed it as soon as he got it. Because that goes to show you his flying abilities and skills. He has none.
I was going to say that's not an ability.
Right into a tree. I'm like, dude, how do you do that? That thing, man, I could turn that thing on a dime at 90, give you some change, and go back the other way.
He said, no, it's basic.
So you got the basics, yeah, you got that line of sighter. You can still put cameras on. It's very easy to do on that if you haven't done it already. Like, just drop yourself a BTX or something on it. It's real easy to do. I think I honestly thought I was getting another one. That was the deal I did with that piece of shit Herbie FPV. Gave him my patch antenna and my LiPo bag, you know, that big safety bag that saved your LiPos. Boy, wanted it. He was all on my ass. Harassing me. Yes. Harassing both of us. Because
when he wouldn't answer, he came to me.
Yeah. So I said, all right, I'll trade you, whatever. Yeah, and the piece of shit, he's a heroin addict, so sorry. No disrespect to anybody that's wanting that side of the world. But yeah, when you're a piece of shit like that, rip people off, you deserve this bashing. So Herbie FPV, if you guys know him, if not, go find his channel, bash him, tell him what kind of piece of shit he is.
He doesn't even do anything.
He doesn't do anything, but he's still a piece of shit. But anyway, that's my fault. But anyway, yeah, exactly.
You know he does. God help me.
I'm done with holding it back.
There's no filter here. None. There's no filter. And what y'all only get a piece.
Just like the bugs know what. Exactly.
Later, Chris. Love you, baby. Tell Mom and Dad we said hey.
Night, Chris. Hey, I told you, bro. I'm working on that to get that. We do that trade with that Revo or something. I'm working on some stuff together for you. So.
Yeah, Bob, for sure. Fuck that filter. Say it like it is. And you know I do.
And you do feel
and
better.
He does.
Yeah,
so,
you do feel better like when you do things. Because you just bite your nails and hold that shit back. It makes you feel like you've done something wrong and you didn't do nothing wrong throughout the whole thing, but try to be, civil with someone and say, okay, here's the deal. And he could have bought whatever I sent him. Anybody could have bought it. You know, it was the deal of horse trading. You know, you're going to give me this, give me that. And he said he's going to give me a Runner 250 that he had just hanging around on the wall. And I thought it was phenomenal. I'm like, dude, I'm going to get this thing. I'm going to boss this Runner 250. But it is what it is. You know, that's how it is. That was my fault. Yes, Bradley. Have fun. But yeah, it was my fault because I put trust in him, and that's why Mr. Crowley. So that's the story, Mr. Crowley. When we traded, that's why I was like, bro, just mail me yours.
Jim, honey, there have been many
excellent
that have tried to screw with the network.
Oh yeah, dude, many.
You know what happened to them?
Many.
The door got shut in their face.
Yeah.
And
he's number one on my shit list.
You see where they are now.
Yep. I'd say his real name, but I'm not allowed to. I do know YouTube rules and regulations to my brother Drone Worship. So you're not allowed to say the name.
You know, this chickie already knows everything there is to know.
But it's, I look at that now.
Address, family members.
Yeah, I look at that now as it's in the past. But if you guys want to have fun, go for it. Yeah, it's just that was the Runner 250 story. That's what brought it to my mind. But Mr. Crowley, I would love to get yours up and running for you, get it talking to your transmitter, and get it flying again, and then you do some epic videos with it. Maybe not put it in a tree. He said his wife, when she filmed them, she could never film nothing else. Same way here, right? I'm like, did you get that? No. But soon as you hit something,
I got it.
They were all on it. They have detail of it.
Dude, how do you think
slow
I
it down?
Epic crashes. Okay, I have one. And I caught it for you all on the Drone Network Live Saturday as Mr. Josh decided to cartwheel his drone through the gates.
Yeah, Josh took off, and then he hit the gate. His drone literally just went sideways.
Instead of a knife edge in the air, it was a knife edge
and it was across,
on the ground.
Yeah, and it was like it was rolling right on the tip of its propeller. You can see like he's a cruel.
We're not cruel, honey. We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you. You're just laughing on the inside. You just haven't showed it on the outside yet.
And they don't want to talk about your drones around all their friends, right? Until you do something like that. It's like, oh, let me show you what this fool did the other day, right? And they're out there laughing at you and all. You're like, you guys didn't want no drones. What do you mean?
I know, babe. I know. And actually, I have flight footage. I just have to find it on the computer because when Chris uploaded it, it shuffled things around. And this thing here lost my very first FPV flight footage. And you know what he tells me? Oh, honey, just go do it again. And I'm like, how can you redo that? So I'm going to take time and I'm going to kick him out of this chair. And I'm going to go through all those files and I'm going to organize it. And I guarantee you I'll find footage that he thinks the computer ate because I've already done it. You just have to know how to look for it.
And I told her, the thing is, all right, it's probably gone. And it was your first video, so it was all.
It's not gone.
It was all. Hey,
on
Jim.
The computer somewhere. I don't care. How were you all's first FPV with goggles? Very first FPV with goggles.
Oh, you're talking about the Bugs 3
when you floated. How many of you went up and went down? No, it's not gone. It's not gone. It's on there.
Yeah, I took her, let her have the Bugs 3 one day. I took and put regular props on it and let her have at it. It was, in the beginning, it was.
Dude, I ended up 2 yards over.
I didn't even think I was talking English for a second. I'm like, what the hell? You're way over there. So she goes over, she starts walking through the woods. I'm sat back in the chair, watching her. I'm like,
he didn't even
I'm not even going to say nothing to her, right? She walks all the way up over this way, and she's looking around on the ground. She's like, getting upset, of course.
Then I look over and it's sitting over in the yard. I'm like, okay.
Go this way about 50 feet. And she goes right over and picks it up.
Oh, well.
About $45 shit. That's awesome. $45. Oh, you're getting more than one battery, I hope. $45 one battery? No, 3 hours.
No. I think that's that Bugs 3 deal. The drone pool said it's on its
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, get who else jumped in there and said it had it tonight? $38 they paid for it.
I don't know.
I'm brain dead. I stuck so much drones.
Doing it?
But yeah, it's worth it, man. The Bugs 3 is definitely nice. Wonder why they're dropping them so much. They're trying to come back out with them, I guess. Now they're getting rid of the inventory. 2 unboxings tomorrow. 2 unboxings, sweet. Hey, do I got anything? Let me think. Do I got anything coming tomorrow? Probably do an unboxing too. I don't think I do. I thought I did though. I don't remember. Unboxings, they're awesome. I love doing unboxing, man. Look, a couple of y'all love my drones.
Don't pick on Ed.
Likes to send things and not tell you, right? That's.
Well, see, it was one thing when I knew what was coming. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, and we've had a couple of things show up that neither one of us has known. It's like,
who's this from?
We decipher basically not who it come from, but who it was sent for, and it doesn't matter basically. So we look at the name on it, and that's how we'll say, okay, well.
See, exactly. Actually, your first FPV was better than the second and the third, and he wants me to just redo this. No.
Come on, for real. Look, I told her they got an thing for her iPhone. It goes in the bottom, then she can stick an SD card in. She's yet to find this thing or whatever it is. I know there's something out there to do it.
I just haven't.
It clicks in, and then the SD.
It's a lightning adapter.
Oh, you found it? Okay.
Yes.
So I told her, I said, when you go to fly like your Keymon, when you go to fly like your Bug.
Yep, there's footage of that coming too.
200W. I said you could just snap out the card, put it in your phone. You don't have to wait for me to edit it. When I get done my stuff, it's just like, whoa, you know what I mean, on editing. And she's like, oh, here, take this and edit. And I'm like, wait a minute, don't you edit on that tablet thing you have? You got hooked up with a good guy. Okay, cool. Oh, cool beans. That's cool, Jim. You're gonna take them straight to the gate. FPV it right out the gate. If you guys like Jim, if you definitely gonna do the FPV and get it, let me know. Like I said, I can definitely print that Bugs 3 camera, no problem. It's like I said, it's in this one. And then I can pop it off and show you. You'll be able to see it much. And it doesn't matter what TPU with this. It really don't. You can. It's still just. It'll work the same. Actually, I do believe. Well, that's a. Forgive my beautiful glue job there. But you see, I just stick it down in there. I stick the camera down there. A couple dabs of glue. Good to go. Man, this thing. You got to just fly it wherever. I got to fly it under the truck, through the truck, windows. It doesn't matter. And I'm going to eventually do mine with the flight controller and everything. Make it to where it talks to the Taranis. I fly it with the Taranis. Just because it's the Bugs. I think it's cool to see you guys like happy about the Bugs 3 because I've been there so long ago, you know? It's like that was my favorite drone. I was scared of the Bugs in the beginning because of the brushless motors. I would barely take that thing out. I'd take out these little things I knew I could handle. Now that I can handle drones, that is amazing.
Chris fell in love with the Bugs line a long time ago.
Oh yeah, a long time ago.
And then Rusty fell in love with the Bugs line. So Rusty's graduation present was Bugs 3.
Yep.
And he absolutely loved it.
And he did not even bat an eye when I gave it to Bradley. He said that was awesome, that he wouldn't want no one else to have it. So it's cool like that. That's why I said, you know, we're not like that. Like we don't. Yeah, we get the drones and we might have got them for different things, but when it comes to spreading the love, it doesn't matter. Send it out.
And guys.
And I gave Bradley mine, but Russell's was in better shape than mine.
I'm gonna leave you with this one. Y'all behave and you take care of him. Because Crystal's gonna go climb in a nice hot bath that has ram, and then I'm gonna be headed off to bed. I just turned it off. It's full. It's hot. It's ready.
Okay. He said no.
Yes.
Yeah, Jim, exactly. So if you want Tyrannus, you put an FR Sky into that thing, or if you want Fly Sky, you put a Fly Sky receiver in it, no matter what. It's that simple. And all you're doing basically here is you're taking this board right here, you're unsoldering your ESCs, unsoldering ESCs, taking this board out.
I know,
Bye-bye.
Alvin.
Putting in a new FC.
Over 300 years later, and Christopher
new
Columbus
receiver,
is still screwing up the needles.
And then you're going to solder these signal wires to what you got to do, and done data.
That's what I said. Christopher Columbus is way overrated. I went to the post office today to get
overrated.
Christopher Columbus to get the mail from over the weekend for work. And this lady's like,
yes, Jim.
Why is the post office closed?
So you want to run the jumper still? Yeah, you can still
run the jumper.
Guy
says, well, it's Columbus Day. She said, so my kids went to school. It's not a holiday. And I'm like, well, you've got a point there.
Talking about the jumper Birdman was in here? Do you see him anywhere?
Yeah, Birdman came in tonight.
All right. I didn't know. You still here, Birdman? Talking about the jumper. Yeah, the jumper. I'm getting rid of mine to Mike.
Guys, I will catch you all tomorrow night on the Sin and Earl RC Network with this one. Earl RC and Sinister RC Dad.
Wife needs the PayPal, Jim. That might be something good. He said, nah, I already know what it's for. Oh, he said, woot. Uh-oh. That's a good thing. Look, Jim ran to that. Let me get that for you real quick.
Night, guys. I love you all, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Keep him straight while I'm gone, please.
Jim, you know, when she tells you, look, don't look at the emails, then you know something good's coming. Who knew? Yeah, there you go. What the hell? Awesome. Congrats, Dan. Whoa, that is a 1,073 views. Shoot. I think I'm at 3 million. No. Dan says, stop playing, Joker. No, I think I'm over. I think it was 120, 30,000 maybe. Pew, pew, pew. That's awesome, brother. That's good numbers right there. And guys, just what we were talking about earlier, Dan will tell you about making money on YouTube. You are not going to freaking buy the world. Tell him, Dan, what you would have to. I was telling him, Dan, so I was saying I don't get paid, right? I don't monetize. So I was saying, Jason, 2-Bits, give me this drone, right? $450 drone. How much would I have to do on YouTube to make $450, so to speak? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't make money on YouTube, but I appreciate everything like you guys give me. And I'm not, and this is, you know, there's people giving me all kinds of stuff, and I appreciate every single one of you guys for doing it. But this is just like something I like to relate to. Like, what would it take to make this on YouTube if you think about it? A lot of work. Exactly. And I battle on AdSense right now because they owe me like $130 from my account monetized before. And I'm in that class action lawsuit and all. But that's why I said it's hard to make money on this. If you want to do it for your hobby and just get a couple pennies to throw back into your hobby, then you're probably going to do something. But to make a living to where you're going to stop working and all that, hey, Joshua Bardwell did it. But look at the knowledge that guy brings to the table. Look, everything. Okay, there's something to look at. If you want to base it off of something like that, you have to put so much work into it. People just think, oh, it just pays you. Do people watch your videos? That's awesome. I'm going to get money. They start doing the money dance, you know what I mean? And then at the end of the month, they look at that and they're like, damn, 13 cents. The hell am I doing the dance for? I used to do it, man. I got caught in that stuff back in the day. Exactly. And Dan has helped me out a lot through YouTube. That's why I knew earlier talking about that Herbie piece of shit FPV. I know not to say his real name because I know it right now. I just I almost said it. And Dan told me a long time ago a few YouTube rules, and I've always learned that. I love him to death for it. He is Mr. YouTube himself. I'll tell you that. If you want to know something about YouTube, Dan's the guy. And he's not paying me or anything here. Just friend, man. A brother. I'll make about 80. Exactly. Thank you. So you guys see that, and you guys see what Dan puts into this, and his subscribers, his views, his likes and dislikes. And I'm saying, not you guys, I'm saying this is, as in anybody that comes back and rewatches this, 80 cents to $1 per video. So if you drop like 1 million videos in a month, you'd be good, Dan, right? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's got to look at it different like that. Definitely not paying the bills. Yeah, I get that. If it's paying your bills, bro, you gotta like be living in your car, I think. And I don't even know if you can pay your bills living in your car. Probably can't even get gas money to survive all month off of it, unless you're really killing it. But it takes a lot to do it. I just want people to be aware of that, you know, like before you come in and or you don't come in, or you just start your stuff and you kind of have a good following and you have a good family and good people there supporting you, and then you let the money thing get in your head, and then your whole game is washed up. You're looking there going, how did I do that? It's just, that's how it works. It just does. Mike Brooks, Mr. YouTube himself. Exactly. We always know Dan as the YouTube guru. I know somebody was I can't say probably still mad, but I know somebody was really upset with Dan just because of his knowledge of YouTube. You know what I'm talking about, Dan? That's all I'm going to do. I know Bob will probably say something. Yeah, if you don't live in Florida, right? Exactly. Just goes to show you, though. Do it. Yeah, Dan's got all the good places to eat down there. El Jefe, burrito, and all that good stuff. All right, guys, it's 11 o'clock. I'm going to kill this and end it tonight. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Like I said, I hope you learned something. I'm glad to be able to share whatever I learned. And the charger deal, if you guys learned anything about that, just be safe with them lipos. It's well worth it paying that extra little bit of attention. Because if not, that thing could get ugly. It's a hell of a smoke grenade, I can tell you that. All right, Mr. Crowley, like I said, that'd be an honor. I'll get you 250, get it going for you. Ain't no problem. Like I said, I'm still have like that on my head, like how I got ours. Ours did as soon as we got it. It literally just forgot everything that the transmitter was talking to it. I still actually have all my books and everything, all my little notes I ever did with that. So good night, everybody. I appreciate you for hanging out. You too, Nitchy. Thank you, Bob. And Sean, man, that was awesome. If you're still in here watching, for you to jump in here tonight, I really appreciate that. And thanks again, guys. And remember, you're going to make money on YouTube, you have to go jump out of an airplane without a parachute, right? Because then you get like 1 million views probably. Night, guys. Love you guys, and I really appreciate your time and everything. See you tomorrow on the Sin and Earl RC channel. That's where I will be live tomorrow at 8 o'clock with Alvin and Jim. Never know what's going to go down. I heard Alvin has a couple of nice unboxings going on. So, see you guys then. Thank you again.